Welcome to the TheSovereignLPers podcast. In this session, who will win, Peacock or cows? And joining with me in this podcast to see the spectacle of the bunch, I have these two guys.
Hey.
Fuck you.
Hey everybody, my name is 16 Shadow / Works, and today I'm on a podcast.
You're all gay.
Okay.
Ah, you're so beautiful, DBC.
And today we're going to be talking about all of January's topics we wanted to go through.
It only took us like 6 months just to even get the damn thing started.
Which was originally my idea, and then someone stole my idea, making it his idea, but still my idea. Fuck you.
Wait, who stole this idea?
DBZ. Alright.
Yeah, so here we are. We're mostly just going to be talking about the main events that has happened in the last January. So, what are we starting off with first?
Alright, so because it's January, in the beginning of the first day, I feel like we should talk about our New Year's resolutions.
Alright.
So, who wants to start it off?
How about you, Irvin?
Alright. So, the beginning of the year, you know, it was kind of like last minute things I didn't really think of because I was like, oh my god, I forgot New Year's resolution. So, I took like 2 hours actually to seriously think about it. And I kind of broke it up to like 3 like sections of my life. I brought it up to anime, gaming, and then just real life in general. So, with gaming, I would like to get a PS Vita. Because, you know, everything is, like, now interesting me a lot on Vita. Because I have a lot of games I've been wanting, which, you know, it's a lot. But a lot of them I already took off my list, I should say, through 2014. Like, a lot. And now I want to go to the Vita. And I don't know when I'm getting a Vita, but I do want one. And, as well as I want to complete my Wii collection. Not, like, 100%, just games I'm wanting. And as of currently, I only have 2 games left I need to find. That's complete and stuff. I don't want a fucking GameStop like case on it. Which is Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn or Radiant Dawn, whatever it's called, and Little King's Story. Yeah, there you go. Little King's Story. In anime, I just said start collecting the episodes of anime shows. So basically, you know, on DVDs or something. But, you know, that would be kind of hard for me to do because I don't know too many stores. Yeah, I can do it online, but I know sometimes stuff like that is, you know, more expensive. And I'm only going to start doing it with shows I have already seen or I just really, like, love to death. Like, just like, you know, Sword Art Online, there's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note, you know, some Dragon Ball Zs and Angel Beats and other things like that.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Sure. And in real life, I just kind of said, I'll just finally get a driver's license for once. Because it's like... it's like, I already...
Fucking so shocking about that.
I don't know. Like, I've been driving without a license, but, like... I'm not saying, like, I'm a professional or something. I just know how to drive. You know, like, ghetto style, I guess, you know. I drive, you know, normally, obey all the rules. I get to where I want to go. But then...
I have little hurdles growing up.
I've been doing it since, like, senior year in high school. But I only drove, like, to close by places. So that was kind of really it. And I was like, okay, just start getting a license now. Because, I mean, might as well. So, that's kind of really it for my resolutions, other than, you know, getting new games when they come out and whatever. So.
Faggot.
Alright. Who's
DBZ's response.
Alright, which one of your tunes is next?
I guess I can talk about...
left his over there is next.
Alright, Connor.
Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. We'll go out to dinner after this. Okay, so for my New Year's resolution, I am wanting to do a lot of stuff, accomplish a lot of things. I'd like to beat more of my PlayStation 3 games, which I haven't really played much of them, even though I've got quite a few of them. Like, I haven't beaten all the Metal Gear Solid games on the Metal Gear Solid the Legacy Collection. I've still got... What else did I have? Oh yeah, I had Sons of Liberty and Snake Eater left to beat. Those are the only two I've got.
Have you beaten them not on the Legacy Collection?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay. Just curious about that.
Yeah, and I still need to beat the 2 Kingdom Hearts games, the HD Remix collections, those 2. And what else? I have to beat the one Naruto game that I got last year, actually, and...
Naruto Storm Revolution.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the last PlayStation 3 I have left to beat is... Well, I should say games, since this is also another collection. The Devil May Cry HD collection for the PlayStation 3. And... Besides those are all the PlayStation 3 games I want to beat. Now, for the Wii U, I've still got 2 games left to beat. I have Bayonetta 2, which I'm almost done with that game, and Hyrule Warriors. And were there any other games? Actually... Yeah, that's pretty much all the games I want to accomplish this year, right now. And other resolution goals. I'm hoping to graduate from college this year. I'm planning on it. And I'm
Actually
hoping...
edit more goddamn Sovereign videos!
Oh yeah, I will get those Sovereign videos out as well. Which... They're all, and I'm talking about all of them, they're all essentially done.
It's just that this motherfucker decides to take like 5 months to upload them.
You're beautiful too. And
We didn't even finish our Wi-Fi month yet. Go yell at him.
And I feel like I'm forgetting one more crucial thing, but...
My chicken nigga.
Oh yeah, there is Ginger as well. I hope to maybe shake her hand one day.
Yay.
Could just go over to Herman's house, just look down on Ginger, and then I'll say, shake! Then she'll put her gentle paw on my hand, and I'll be like, and then I'll be so surprised and happy I could die a happy camper.
So surprised and happy.
Yes. And, I mean, other than that, I don't really have too much goals in terms of New Year's resolution, so that's pretty much it for me.
So, mostly it's just beating games?
Beating games, graduating college, and finishing up the Sovereign videos, which, don't worry, they'll get here.
You said that the Christmas video would be up by January, and then you also said that almost of the Wi-Fi month videos would be up before the end of 2014.
They'll get here.
You take forever, though.
Hey, by the way,
you wanted me to edit this carefully, so I'm editing it carefully.
Hey, by the way, I was interrupted, but you guys didn't hear it because I put myself on mute. But the recording probably would catch it, so DVD, you have to cut it out on my side.
Unless it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, which I'm usually up until then, editing this, I'd be like...
But that was just, that's just like a side thing, so... Whatever. Alright, DBZ, what's your resolution?
3 King Skulls will shock your bones.
What's your resolution, DBZ?
I need to actually record more shit.
Is that it?
Pretty much.
It's like...
Record more shit.
Record more shit. As in...
The last time I uploaded an actual LP video?
A year.
Year and a half, to be exact.
Yeah.
October 29th, 2013. It's been too damn long.
Yeah.
I also want to finish off my Amiibo collection because none of you fucks are going to collect them.
Well, I'm not collecting all of them. I'm just going after the ones I
You're
like.
not hardcore like me.
Yeah, me and Connor's just collecting the ones we want.
Characters
I'm
that I
collecting
just
them all.
play on a regular basis.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess
I'm
that's it
hardcore
for
and I
TV.
collect all of them.
So that's our New Year's resolution.
DBZ wants to record a lot. Connor is college, beating games, and
looking awesome.
I'm looking awesome. Me,
Bullshit. He
driver's
can beat
license,
me off for all I care, and he
anime
still looks like a
collection
queer.
shows, and getting a Vita.
No.
All right, for the next topic is the Hall of Famers for the WWE.
There's only been 2 announced.
Only been 2 announced,
far.
which it's 2 great ones. It's not like I fucking don't know like one of them or something. I actually do know both of them. For once, it's like
except for one, I'm pretty sure Connor's never heard of either of them.
Who is it?
Well, the first inductee, the long and waited arrival, because he was brought up during the podcast between Stone Cold and Mr. McMahon. He brought this up bluntly. He's like, "Hey, where's Macho Man? Why he's not in the Hall of Fame?" He's like, "He'll be here soon enough." Well, I want him sooner than later, you son of a bitch. And he went on, and they went on for a few minutes. Like, when the time comes, the time comes. So we'll expect to see him soon. He says yes. I'm like, okay. And then he went on and talked more about stuff. But then the first inductee was announced, it was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, brother.
And
they, in WWE, I don't know when they started doing it. Now they have like these celebrity people going into the Hall of Fame that like apparently did stuff with the WWE.
I think they did it like 2 years ago or a year ago.
No, they did it. No, they did it longer than like 4 years ago, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because they bullshit. Because they had like Donald Trump, which everybody fucking hated him.
Oh, yeah,
they had Jerry Springer in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
No, it wasn't Jerry Springer. It was
Jerry.
The fuck from The Price is Right, whatever his name is.
I don't remember. Jerry.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
Drew Carey.
I don't know.
I believe his name was. And then they had Mr. T last year. Which I can see why.
I thought it was Mike Tyson last year.
No, it was a Mr. T.
Oh, okay.
Did they have Mike Tyson in there?
Yeah, they had him in there.
Okay, well I guess that was a few years ago then. But this year they got Arnold Schwarzenegger to go in.
Like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Which is ironically the same person who inducted Bruno Sammartino into the Hall of Fame 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure everybody will actually be like, "Oh look, Arnold Schwarzenegger, someone we actually give a shit about."
I know, man. Like, fuck. Well, like, if they would announce another celebrity Hall of Famer, who would you think?
They only do one per year.
I know. But if they did, who would you think it would be?
God damn it. Well, you joked to us like, "Hey, looks like Seth Green's gonna go on there. He's been on here a few times."
I know,
like,
Seth Green. But look, he has been there like at least once or twice every year.
I could put Pete Rose in there because he kept like getting tombstoned by Kane a lot in the Attitude Era.
That's true.
Because he was tombstoned in a chicken outfit at WrestleMania by Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Who other? It's a good. Who else would be a celebrity for them?
I don't
think.
know.
I really can't think. I really can't think of anyone else.
I don't
really
even think like, oh yeah, there was fucking like.
I don't give 2 fucking shits about celebrities really. There.
I can't really think of one that's like. Well, there's one I can think that was somewhat involved in some matches of it, but not really. Hugh Jackson or Jackman?
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman.
Who's played Wolverine in the X-Men movie.
Yeah, and played Van Helsing in, Van Helsing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't really think of anyone else.
It has to be somebody from, like, way back when. It's like, got to be in there.
They don't care. But that Macho Man, though, he's probably should be more talked. He should probably be more talked about than the goddamn celebrity.
I know. But I don't remember the last time I had a Slim Jim, dude.
Last time you had a Slim Jim.
I don't know. I don't remember when was the last time I did. Because to me, I don't really see Slim Jims as much anymore. Like, it's not like I look for them or something, but I just, like...
They're not as popular as they were back then.
Yeah. So...
I mean, they're still around, and they've had plenty of good sales, but they're just not as popular as they were back then.
Yeah, that's true.
But he will be getting inducted by Hulk Hogan the night
You,
before
you, you
WrestleMania, like they
know,
always do.
you know what would be funny?
What?
When he went while he's giving the speech at the the Hall of Fame thing, he pulls out a Slim Jim, and is
Yeah.
starts telling you about that Slim Jim or whatever. And who knows? He might be the kind of guy that like looks up himself or something on the internet and see what people mostly knows him for. And if he does, he knows that the Slim Jim commercial will probably be like one of the biggest things. That would just be funny to me.
Probably he'll do something like that.
Who knows? Like, it probably might be. But I don't know.
But the Macho Man was like put off away from the Hall of Fame for such a long time because he didn't want to go in there alone. He wanted like his whole family to be inducted with him because that was his dream.
Macho Man?
So that's why, so that's why he was never inducted while he was alive because he died in like 2013, 12, heart attack, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a heart attack.
It was a heart attack.
I know. Let me say how
And
cool
so,
it was.
yeah, and so now that he's passed away, they're probably thinking, well, shit, we need to put him in soon, or else we can't really do anything. Because once Eddie Guerrero croaked, they put him in like immediately in the next Hall of Fame.
I know, and they kept saying the late great Eddie Guerrero during the whole announcement of him being in the Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, because like he was still competing, still had like at least 5 years left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was actually turning his life around. He won the title.
I know. I just like, I don't know. For me, I kind of hate that his last match, like his very last match ever, was with Mr. Kennedy on SmackDown. Because yeah, it was his very last match ever.
I know.
Yeah, and this was the way I found out he died. My mom was watching the news in the kitchen, and I was just in my room doing who knows what, and then I was finally wanting to go like eat something or something, just look for something in the kitchen, and she starts telling me, "Hey, Hervin," but in Spanish, but whatever. Hey, Hervin, it's like, yeah, do you know that Mexican wrestler or something you watch a lot? And I'm like, who, Rey Mysterio? It's like, no, and like something Guerrero. It's like, oh, Eddie Guerrero. It's like, yeah, and she starts telling me like, oh yeah, he died in a hotel or something, and I was like, you sure? Because I don't know, that wasn't like realistic to me at the time. And then I thought, I was like, okay, it's just the Spanish news. They get things like wrong some of the time. I can probably get that. It's like, okay, I was just like, okay, mom. And then I was hesitated to think like, I wonder if she's actually true. So I was waiting for like the local news to go on or something. And then they confirmed the exact same thing. I'm like, oh my god. And then I think it was the time when I was barely starting to learn about like more about the internet and what I can do on it. And I looked it up, and I'm like, everyone was talking about it. There wasn't no Twitter or Facebook or anything, but there was a MySpace, and like I was on my sister's MySpace account because I didn't have one yet, and I just knew hers because she would always fucking blurt it out loud. And I would get on, and then like all her friends, which a lot of them were kind of my friends because I knew them from junior high or high school or something. And they were saying like, yeah, he died and stuff. And I think I was in like 7th or 8th grade or something when that happened. And I was like, damn. And then the next Monday night, the whole memorial thing, I was like, oh my god. I was like so sad watching it. And fucking my dad was here. And I rarely talk about my dad, but me and him was like watching it, and fucking it was just sad as fuck. And it was just like, I don't know. It's kind of like, so that was my experience of learning and how he died. Was through my mom telling me she saw it on the news, and it was like on Univision or something, which is basically the Spanish local television for like every Spanish person ever. So that was how I found out that he died, not Monday night, but like Saturday morning.
Yeah, but did you watch the SmackDown during the same week? Because what they did on SmackDown.
I'm pretty sure I did. I just don't remember it as much as Monday nights.
Because what they did on SmackDown, they actually brought as like his lowrider in. Like, put it, like, right along ringside, so every time...
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah, and then every time someone passed by, they always stared at it or something, and then... I think someone actually sat in it and started crying, but I think that might have been, like, after the show or something. I don't remember.
Because, like, Batista put his world title, like, on the hood and left...
Yeah.
the arena, like left it
But
there until like
that Royal Rumble later, like later on in the year or whatever.
oh yeah,
That was like my favorite Royal Rumble ever. Not because Rey Mysterio won it and how long he survived, but how he entered the Rumble.
number one.
Number one, riding in the lowrider. I thought that was the coolest shit ever, dude.
And it was only done, and that was only done one other time, to actually entering like number 1 or 2 and winning the whole thing.
Yeah, that was like my favorite. I don't know, Rumble.
That was done by HBK in like 1990. I believe it was the same year he went to go face Bret Hart at WrestleMania for that hour-long Iron Man match.
I don't remember.
I believe it was like Royal Rumble of '95. Because I know the Royal Rumble that Rey Mysterio did, it was WrestleMania 22 the same year. So I believe it was maybe it was 2006, I believe it was.
I don't remember what year exactly. It might have been.
I'm pretty sure it is 2006 when it happens.
Might have. I don't know. Might have been 2007, but I really don't know. I don't remember the year. Because I remember I was in junior high, but it might have been like 7th or 8th grade. So it might have been 6 or 7. So yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 2006.
So I don't know. I really like that Rumble. I remember just watching the whole thing. It was like fuck. It was like an hour long, and then I don't remember. It was just great. It was just great overall.
But it's nice to say that they actually are like, even though I'm pretty sure Macho Man would be pissed that they're doing this, but they have to put him in. They're putting him in separately because it's not only what he wants, it's what everybody else, like the fans, want it. Like, it'd be good for business. Be like, because every year they need at least one person to headline the Hall of Fame ceremony, like they do every single year. Like last year was Ultimate Warrior, which ironically he got introduced or inducted, gave like a heartfelt speech, and then died on Tuesday.
Yeah, the next day.
Which is like
strange, that kind
though,
of thing.
because
I thought it was a stunt to boost up the views that he's there still. You know, like that's something WWE probably would do. You know, and then I was like, oh no, he actually died, because that's just like super weird or ironic or something, you know?
I know he gave his whole heartfelt speech and saying he was like pretty much sorry for
and
all the bad.
That's just something that like would never really happen ever. That would probably be something like they planned, and then but it actually happened. I was like, wow, it was just crazy, you know? So it's like you wouldn't expect that. It's like, yeah, we'll see him on maybe Friday night or Wednesday night on Superstars or SmackDown or whatever. But no, I was like, he just died the next day. It's like, dang. I was like, weird, you know?
Yeah, a lot of our childhood heroes are dying now.
Sad face.
A lot of the deaths in 2014 and pretty much like in 2010s and up to here, been quite a few deaths.
Yeah.
Sad face.
But now that Macho Man is in the Hall of Fame, it's interesting where they're gonna put else in, because even though he didn't win, he only won the world title once. Scratch that. He won the world title like once in the WWE and like twice in WCW. But then he was a bunch of Intercontinental champions after that. But other than that, there was like really nothing there. It's just the way his charisma, the way he interviewed everything off the top of his head.
Yeah.
It's like Berserk. It's like, yeah, Tino Santana, compared to Macho Man Randy Savage, you're nothing but garbage. You're like a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert, and I'm in the whole desert, oh yeah. Here's a crying tale for Tito Santana when I take that Intercontinental belt away from him. Look at this robe, yeah, look at this robe, that's Macho King Randy Savage, yeah.
Oh yeah, brr.
This is the way he's so damn entertaining with his interviews and everything. He just came off the top of his head.
I know. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, you didn't really say much about it, but do you have anything to say, Connor?
I miss Randy Savage.
We all do. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Alright,
Except wrestler deaths, there's been quite a lot of wrestler deaths over like the past like like 10 years at least.
Yeah, I can't think of probably all of them, but a good couple.
Some legendary ones was Paul Bearer, who was inducted in the Hall of Fame last year.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth also died like a few years before Macho Man did. Then Chris Benoit died, which I don't give a fuck if they don't want to mention him ever again. I don't really don't think about his personal life. I only think about what he did in the ring, and that's about it.
Yeah,
That's why I look at him as.
That's kind of what I think too, but
Because after watching this interesting thing on like steroid use and like drug abuse, on like about the WWE, because apparently, I don't know if they updated it now, but like when CM Punk was brand new.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, if you get caught with steroids 3 times, you're automatically fired. So you can caught with it up to 2 times and still be fine. For like steroid use, which is like stupid.
Yeah.
And apparently Chris Benoit like had like these pill problems, and every time he was doing his headbutt, he was like fucking up his brain even more. And by the time he died, he had like a brain of like a Alzheimer's of an 80-year-old man. And people are like, oh no, those tests aren't real. There's no way he could have been functioning if that was real. So they're probably blame. So the Benoit family tried suing the WWE about like all this other stuff and blah blah blah, and everything was just going berserk. And that hour-long thing I spend instead of doing my schoolwork at school.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I spend. Instead of focusing on my grades, I watch documentaries about suing and pills and wrestling and shit.
Isn't that just dandy?
Okay, okay.
All right, Connor. All right, I guess we can go on to the next topic. Talking about school, do you want to talk about it, DBZ?
Fuck high school. That's all I had to say.
Hey, you're done with it now, at least.
DBZ is now officially done with high school. He graduated early.
He's
I can
a free
actually
man.
do shit. I can actually do shit now.
What have
Except
you been doing on your free time with not going to school from 7 or something in the morning to about 2 or 3 in the afternoon?
Sleeping, gaming, working, anime.
Well, yeah, I mean, me and Connor graduated out of high school like 3 or something years ago.
I graduated in 2012.
In 2011, so like yeah, 3 or something years ago. So I mean, like, just really fast, I mean, DBZ hated high school. I personally just
fucking hate it. It was the worst place ever I fucking went to.
I know. DBZ hated high school. But, like, I just, like, I liked it, there's nothing really bad about it for me. Oh, just probably, like, the worst thing ever for everybody else was, like, homework and shit. But, that's just about it for me. So.
And for me, I barely even tried at high school. Like, I hardly put any effort into my work, and I still passed.
Yep, see, Mr. Magna, just like...
Well, I cheated off some broad for my final and passed.
So
you
didn't tell me it was a broad. You just told me some random person.
It was some stupid broad. I don't give a fuck. She's probably gonna get pregnant. She's probably gonna be pregnant by either the end of this year or whatever. Cause like there was like 6 girls that were pregnant when I was going to school. In just my senior class alone, I didn't take in consideration of the other school, which probably has like 10 more.
Socially, my high school was pretty cool. Like, a lot of the people that went there were really nice. Like, there were hardly ever any fights in that school. But educationally, that school was terrible, the worst in the county. That's why I hardly put any effort.
My school had like a bunch of slutty hoes, bunch of jackass fucking jocks, dumbasses, fucking rednecks.
Kind of like,
it was the worst.
I don't know, 50% on that. Like, there was, like, some stupid people and some hoes or whatever, but not like the whole school was.
The Incredible Hulk.
Stupid Dallin. Fucking, but yeah, this is, for me, high school was just like whatever, but there are sometimes I do miss high school because it was like an easier time in life.
Yeah, it was.
I will never miss it. Fuck that place.
So, I don't know. You say
it could burn down for all I care.
So, I don't know, but whatever.
And currently, I'm the only person in this call that's going to college.
Well, Irvin attempted to go to community college, and he said, "Fuck it."
Well, I passed the semester. Just didn't want to go again. You keep saying it like I didn't pass or I just fucked it or whatever. It's like I passed it, so fuck it.
You at least gave it an effort to try.
I know. I mean, like, if I ever futuristically want to go back, yeah, I have all the fucking credits and shit. But like, right now, I'm like, I don't want to go back. It's just, I didn't like it at all. It wasn't my thing really. But
I'm pretty sure if we
I know
went to the
college
same
is
high
different for
school.
everyone, you know. So I just personally didn't really like it. I think I would like it more if I like, I don't know, was with people I knew with in college, from like maybe high school or something. But I went there, I didn't know like anyone. Try to get along with some people, like nah, whatever. And then realistically, I just did my work and just like went home, then talked to actually these two, and then like just did the same thing the next day. So it wasn't like really great. Like yeah, there was like a bunch of shit to do in college and shit, but that was more effort than actually like wanting to do it for me. So I don't know. Like the work was like you get a lot of work for absolutely almost no anything. That's what it felt like to me. I'm like, okay, I'm getting more work for something that doesn't feel useful to me. So, and it could also depend on like, oh, you're going for your generals and maybe not something you actually wanted. I'm like, I only going for the generals because I don't know what I want. So that was kind of my only excuse. But I still passed the 2 classes I had. I could still put in my resume or something. It's like, I went to college, I passed the semester. It still defies me. I went to college.
Yeah,
It's
you
better.
tried.
It's better saying that than I didn't go to college at all. So.
Yeah, you tried at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like what I was saying earlier, high school for me, it was socially, like the people that went there, it was an awesome place. Like I made so many friends at high school, but when it came to class time, the teachers and the classes were just awful. It felt like we were dealing with teachers that hardly even teached at all. Like there was this one math teacher I had who she looked as though she wasn't wearing any makeup. Her hair was fizzled out like she had been electrocuted or something. And she looked like she was dyslexic or something because she could hardly speak. But all I know is that I made a lot of friends in high school. I hated the education there because it hardly taught me anything. That's why I was saying before, I barely even tried and I still passed. And yeah, so high school, casual for me. Wasn't
like,
good, but wasn't bad.
I feel like I knew too many people because Anthony kept saying I was a whore for knowing too many people.
And you still are.
But like I don't know, people just told me I'm mellow and casually like able to talk to other people or something. I don't know until somebody told me before. And I'm like, yeah, that could be true, but like I don't know, I just don't really give much thought of like, oh yeah, why am I gonna talk to this guys? Like what the fuck am I gonna say? I don't think about that. I just say, hey, what's up? Hey, whatever. If it's the same thing with a girl, it's like, yeah, it's like, hey, what was the answer to this and that or question or something? I don't know. And then maybe from there I just go on to like maybe talk about more stuff I want to talk about, whatever. And I don't know. I just knew a lot of people from high school that I knew from junior high or the past years, and then also in elementary as well. So I mean, I kind of knew everyone at the point when I was in high school. It wasn't like not one class I would go in and like not know anybody. I would know like maybe the half the class or the whole entire class at times. So it would always be like that for me. So it was like never like, I'm in math class. Who am I gonna know? Oh, there's absolutely nobody. No, for me it was like, I'm in math class. Hey man, I haven't seen you since over the summer. How you been? Stuff like that. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people hated me in my school.
Not me. Sometimes I always got like the best shit. It's like a little side story. Like there's this guy named Johnny. He was always selling games, and I always told him, "Hey, what do you have in your bag today?" Because it was like that, and he would just tell me, and then like he would tell me some things as like common like Call of Duty and whatever, and then he would always pull out that one game. I was like, do I want it or not? And then he tells me, it's like, it's gonna be either you or Andrew Leaf from some class. He told me, he was like, "Oh man, he's won that game too." He's like, "Yeah, I think he's gonna get his money in like Tuesday." So I told him, "So can you hold it off till like Monday or something?" It's like, "Yeah, it's possible," and stuff like that. I always tried like finding the fastest way to like save up money and getting whatever he had, because there's sometimes like I just wanted a game that he was like selling cheaper than anywhere else. Like one time I got Pokemon Dash from him. I still own that game. Not that great of a game, but it was just a game I got for like $5 or something, and that game is like more than that. So
Right.
I don't know. There's just some games like that I got from him, like another copy of Pokemon Ruby from him. So yeah.
So that was pretty much all of our school experiences up till now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that school burns down and lots of people get hurt.
On to the next topic.
So it's Sword Art Online, and if you follow me on Twitter and you are subscribed to my vlog channel, Shadow94X, you would know I would talk about that show almost about once or twice every month for some reason. Well, I don't really need to talk about much of the original because I already spoke about that so many times. I'm going to talk about the second one. But I'm going to let DBZ talk about the first one right now if he wants to talk about it right now.
My chicken nigga ginger.
So, what is your thoughts, feelings, discussion on the original?
In the first episode, we see our main character, Kirito, enter in Sword Art Online. He meets this other character named Klein. He teaches him how to use the sword ability. And then they do this shit, and then they go in the hall, the town meeting. Then the creator of the thing's like, "Yo, my nigga, can't escape from this area. You try leaving this game, manually in the real world, I'm gonna fry your brains out, and you're gonna die. If you die in this game, you die in real life. So you gotta beat this shit. But I hope you have some health things around you that keep you alive, nigga." I'm not going to go in every single episode in detail because I don't remember which episodes or what happened.
You don't have to. You can just summarize it.
But then after that, blah, 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 he meets his favorite fuck girl, Asuna.
His favorite fuck girl, Asuna.
Yeah. Or his wifey, as I should say. Because I'm pretty sure they'll end up getting married in the real world. Like they are in the virtual world.
Mm-hmm. And
then he's goes on his own, away from everyone else, and then he joins his guild. His guild dies because of his ignorance. He's like, "Yo, I'm a low level like you. I ain't like 45, and you're all just like 20s." And then he's like, I'm just gonna be alone forever now. And then he has to meet up with the same girl he met in the second episode, Asuna again, and then she's leader, second in command of this.
Knights of
this guild, which the creator is the leader of, but nobody knows about that yet, named Heathcliff. So then they just go around battling, and then they start growing on to more and more of each other and starting to like each other more. Then they take a break, they go to this cabin in the woods, and they meet Yuki. No, not Yuki, it's Yui. Yuki's in the second one. A little girl named Yui. And they're like, "Yeah, you're my daddy and mommy," and blah, blah, blah. All this shit happens. And then they have to go and beat the game and beat Heathcliff, the leader of this blood oath. Then they beat him after Kirito somewhat dies, but somehow still... that is never explained, though. That's the one thing I don't get. How the hell did Asuna still survive, even though she kind of died?
No, they did explain that. She didn't... She died, in the game, but it didn't register in real life yet, because it was a minute or two delay from when they actually supposed to die in real life. So he beat it within that time, including himself.
Oh,
the part where he was fading and dying away, I didn't get that either. I don't even think they explained it all that well, but they just wanted to make dramatic and awesome and stuff and epic.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that's weird to me out. Then they move on to Alf. It was Alfheim Online, right? With
the
fairies.
Alfheim.
The Alfheim Online, he meets this blonde-haired girl with so huge knockers, which happened to be his sister, and he didn't even know about it. And then she's like, "Oh, I wanna have sex with this guy." And he's like, "Oh, wait." And they find out that that she is related to him. Well, technically, they're not really brother and sister. They were just pretending because that's what their mother wanted or whatever. I think they're like cousins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's this fuck that I wanted to kick the shit out of this guy. I don't remember his name because he's that piece. I'm gonna call him piece of shit.
Don't worry, I don't remember his name either, dude.
The piece of shit enters in. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna eat this pussy up on my wedding day, and you can be invited to see me be wed to her. So now you can't have her anymore."
By the way, this guy's like twice her age. By the way,
yeah.
So don't.
He's
think
like, "Yeah, and I work for her father's company, but I'm really gonna disband from him and make millions of dollars and make him go bankrupt, nigga, because I'm just that evil." And then he's like, "No, well, I don't think so, no." So he goes into Alfheim Online and starts like trying to rescue her with the help of his sister Sugu.
In the game, she's called
Blonde Knocker Girl, and starts helping him on the way to the big tree.
God damn it, dude.
And they meet allies along the way. I can't remember every single.
They also meet
thing.
allies
I know it was like
on the way in the original part of Sword Art, which is Annie-Crad.
Yeah, Annie-Crad. But I'm trying to think of like the allies. Like I know there's the salamanders, and there was the cat people, and there was like the green.
I don't remember those freaking clan names, dude.
Yeah,
they don't really matter at that. Depending.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So then they start like Kirito tries going to attempt to climb this huge tree, and he's like, "Oh shit, I can't do this alone." Then Lifa, if you want me to call her that,
I don't care.
She starts like rescuing them. Then they start like trying to go on their own, but then they have like this geeky boy that like loves Sugu and Lifa because they're the same person. It's this geeky boy, and then the allies of the cat lady people, and then the green Palutena ripoff look alike starts like, "Yo, we're gonna help you get to the tree so you can save your girl," and shit like that. And they start climbing, and they're like, "Wait, they put a barrier on this, but oh wait, Asuna dropped this key card, so I'm gonna get that shit in there and start beating the fuck out of this guy." And then they meet up, and then he starts putting on these mods. It's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill you off quickly, but I'm just gonna make you suffer." And then Heathcliff's like, "Yo, my nigga, gotta get off that floor, bah. Use my illegal mod skills in this, since it's the same system as Sword Art Online and Annie-Crad." So he gets like this super god level and like D-mods. Piece of shit man over there. So he can't even lift this most powerful sword up. He starts like putting the pain tolerance all the way down to 0 and starts like cutting off his hand, then his body, then his leg, and like throws him up high in the air, and he's just like slices the fuck out of him. Blood squirts everywhere, and I was just like, "Oh, that's so deliciously evil." And then they meet up, and they're like, "Yeah, we saved you. Now you can finally exit for real." And then Kirito-san starts trying to go to the hospital, and then a piece of shit man's in there. He's like, "You may beat me in the game, but I'm gonna kill you in real life." And he's like, "No." He starts slicing his throat, and it goes in the hospital bed, and then they finally meet, and like, "Yeah, now let's be lovers in the real world." And everything's happy, and then the police arrives like, "That guy looks like piece of shit, man. Arrest him, brah. Trying to cause some illegal activities in the real world, so let's just put him away. Shut down Annie-Crad." But then before they leave Alfheim Online, because Heathcliff, I can't remember his actual creator's name, he's like, here's a new world, take care of it. It's called the World Seed, I believe it was called. Yep. It's like, you have this, now take care of it, and create a new world with it. And he hands it to his big black cool bartender guy named Eagle, I believe, or Egal.
I don't remember. Sorry.
Something it was similar on the lines like that. He's like, "Yeah, I've been expecting this, and this shit's tight, yo. Everyone's going on all over that shit." And then Legon's like, "Hey, let's invite everybody that we met in Annie-Crad over here." And they're like, "Yeah, let's be fairies together." And they start flying over, and then Asuna looks like Hatsune Miku. God, can you imagine those two? Can you imagine those two in a 3-way?
Yeah.
And that pretty much ends Sword Art Online.
Yeah.
Greatest story ever.
He is
And then Sword Art Online 2
He
happens.
just didn't mention he meets more girls. Klein's
Yeah,
still
then they're
alive.
like, "Yo, let's get that dick inside my mouth. I want some time with that." Cause I remember they were meeting like the clan leader girls, and then Sugu was getting upset, and then Yui's like, "Fuck, do you think you're doing, Daddy? Now are you trying to let them hold on to that dick? That's supposed to be for mommies only." Like, well, I didn't mean to. It's like, nah, I heard your heartbeat. You were wanting it, brah. I should tell mommy about this.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the next part?
Are you ready, Connor?
Before we get to number 2, we have to talk about the extra edition.
Oh yeah, it was just pretty much a recap of everything, but then like,
Except they're trying to teach Suguru how to freaking swim. Sugu, whatever, to swim.
And there was some breast grabbing, and I thought it was hot. And they're like, "Oh, I thought we were supposed to wear our school outfits." I'm like, "I don't care what you wear. You can go skinny dipping. I'd gladly watch."
I know. Freaking Asuna was like had bikinis, and everybody else had like a swimsuit kind of.
Yeah, and then Asuna starts like helping her swim, and then like one of the girls starts grabbing her breast, and I was like,
Lizzie.
"Can I be there instead?" Because apparently Kirito was supposed to go swimming and eat with him, but then they were like, "Oh, you got called up to like the special counselor's options." Like, "Ooh, don't try to fuck that counselor." But then when he gets there, she's like standing on the side of the desk, and there's a guy sitting in the chair. He's like, "Hey, sit down. I have a few questions to ask you about." And they just pretty much recap the whole Sword Art Online story.
Yeah, but they did it as of their perspectives in a way.
Yeah.
So it was like, Kirito's through basically the whole thing, and I think they went through Lizzie, the little girl's name I forget, and Asuna, and then to Sugu.
Mhm.
So, there was no Klein or black guy's name I forget.
I think it's Egale.
Possibly Egale. Story into the extra edition, just because I don't get why, but I don't know.
But then, yeah, but before they added something else, like where they go into Alpha Online and perform like this Pearl quest.
Yeah, this Pearl quest. It was unnecessary to do, but at least it was something new, not like recapping
And they added
the whole
something,
thing.
so that was nice.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's still great. Nothing like recapping the whole thing. At least it wasn't a waste. So. Okay, so are you now ready for Sword Art Online 2?
Cocker.
Yes.
Right.
Did you hear that whole spiel?
Yes, I did, and here's the highlights for
But
it.
before you get to number 2, what was your impressions and stuff on the original and extra edition? If you've seen extra edition, so I don't know if you have or not.
Who, me?
Yeah. Just really fast. You don't have to explain the whole thing like DBZ did in Fast Way.
Well,
even though I
I'm just gonna point out the highlights from what DBZ mentioned of it, because I do agree with DBZ's viewpoint as well. I thought Sword Art Online 2 was good, or not 2. Sword Art Online, the first one, was good, and I'm just gonna say the highlights for DBZ's point of view. Blonde knocker girls, piece of shit. End of story.
Yeah, but I explained it so much better than any of you could.
Well, you just summed it up.
You
That's
summed
what
it
I'm
up.
saying. I agree with you.
You basically summed the whole thing up, dude. Like the one thing you probably could have said was that sword battle with that one boss wave. Just that was it. I was like, that's my favorite episode.
Mm-hmm.
Is that dual wielding? Yeah, it's
That
like,
dual wielding nigga, yeah, it was in my inventory.
yeah. Just one day I woke up and it was just there. They called dual wielding. So,
Dual wielding Keyblades?
no.
Let's go to Sword Art Online 2, Cedo.
Alright. From the end of Sword Art Online Extra Edition, they hinted something gonna happen in the next one. Which at that part we already knew there was gonna be a next one because they announced it before the movie even aired. So, do you want to start or just should I or what?
Well, we're not gonna do a damn review
I
like
know,
we did
I know,
earlier,
I
but let's
know.
just sum it up.
All right. He gets called from one of the guys that was, helping him out from the original, saying, hey, we'll protect your identity and stuff, and paparazzi don't bother you. Okay, cool. But we need you to do something. So, okay, what is it?
Wasn't it that guy who told him to do this stuff? Wasn't he the same one from the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he makes a returning role.
Yeah, so, hey, we need you to do something. What is it? So we need you to go to another online video game. Why? It's
Gun Gale Online.
Gun Gale Online. Why? Because, well, you're the best in your fucking Kirito, so you should go, man. Well, what about all my chip magnet girls? What are they gonna do? Well, they're just gonna have to play without you on Hellfire Online. Well, what happens if they notice that I'm not on anymore? Well, I don't know. You have to explain to them. Okay, fine. Asuna, I'm gonna go away. All right. How long? I don't know. All right. So
there's some nigga killing niggas in Gun Gale Online called Death Gun, and we're assuming he's part of Laughing Coffin.
Which we don't know yet, but yeah, it's true. And they're like, hey, it is kind of just similar things from the original Antichrist or online. Like, they're killing people in real life somehow from when they're playing the game. And we know you're an expert at doing it somehow because you only did it once, but you're an expert somehow, so you have to go into the game. All right, cool. He converts all his stats and stuff to Gun Gale Online. First thing he goes in, he looks like a girl. Everybody thinks he looks like a girl, including the girl that meets with him. His favorite character.
The blonde babe, Sinon.
Yes.
Shino Wasada in the real world.
Is basically explaining him how to play Gun Gale Online, which he doesn't know anything because it's a shooter game and not a fairy tale like fighting like swordsman game. So he has to learn how to shoot and play and whatever. And he's getting lucky with a Pacific game, which gives him a lot of money, which he wins the first time. It was like all shocked because he doesn't fucking stop. He does just ducks and covers. He actually keeps going. And then the next thing is like, oh, hey, I have to go to this thing called Bullets of Bullets because this is what the bad guy's doing, and I need to enter that really fast. So I was like, okay, I need to go there too. Okay, let's enter my freaking life identity. And it's like he didn't want to because he's at an actual hospital. So I was like, okay, we'll just press enter and go ahead. And then like, okay, cool. And they have to go change in the room, and they find out he's an actual guy because he was like, oh my god, you're changing right in front of me. So okay, cool. Oh my bad, I hate you now. Okay,
I love that.
Tournament time. He wins all.
Are you the real deal?
He wins all his battles. Yeah, he wins all. Hold on. He wins all his battles. By swordsplay, because there's actually is a lightsaber in the game. Yeah, like literally like lightsaber in the game. So it's basically like a sword because he's actually more used to a sword than a gun. So he uses all his wins with a sword. And then the main guy called Death Gun, which he was originally going into the game to go find out who the fuck that was, told him, "Hey, are you the real deal?" Because it's like, what he means, because his name is Kirito, and then he thinks that person knows who he is because his name on Sword Art Online was also called Kirito as well. So it's like, oh, drama. And then the girl that was helping him figure out how to play the game also hates him, but starting to like him because she was starting to learn more about him and was feeling more shit for him. And so basically, winning all those tournaments, battle runs, whatever runs, and they finally fight each other at the semi-final thing or the final thing for that little semi-entry. Whoever wins, doesn't really matter. It's both gonna enter. They both, I don't remember who wins. So fucking who wins?
For what, the actual tournament when they go against Death Gun?
No, the semi.
Sinon logs out and Kirito was announced the winner or something like that, I believe.
Okay, that's right. So back in reality, all the girls were sort of like in the Alpha Line just doing their own little things, and then fucking they're like, hey, I wonder how Kirito's doing. And then they're trying to contact him. They're like, no, we can't contact him because he's in the hospital with that hot girl that's we have not mentioned. The hot girl was from the extra edition, talking about, hey, it's that cute nurse and stuff. Just don't, have men-like feelings or stuff like that.
Don't let your teenage urges get the better of
you. Yeah, and then like they eventually find out he's there anyways, but later on. But he's still, entering for Bullets of Bullets, and they're in Bullets of Bullets now. And they're like, oh, hey, Sinan or whatever, we need to team up. And she still hates him, but they're like, hey, we're learning more about him because now that Kirito is now explaining to her who is Death Gun and what he's done and whatever. And now she's like, oh my god. Because now they're in a cave talking to each other for like who knows how long, and there's like fucking camera and all the girls are actually looking on Alpha Line staring at them, which I don't think they really said anything because it didn't really show a clip of them even watching, especially after like going to the hospital, but doesn't matter. So at that part they're like, okay, now I'm on the same side with you, Kirito, let's actually take down Death Gun. And then they're like fighting, and then the whole thing, when they're finally fighting Death Gun, we started learning more about Sinan, that she has like a dramatic history with guns and stuff, and like, hey, she could barely shoot in real life, but in Gun Gale Online she's like the sickest person alive. And fucking she starts reliving that in Gun Gale Online, which makes her get scared of doing it again, and she realizes that she can actually die in the game by him. And she's like super terrified. And then Kirito's like, hey, I'll help you out. Let's get on a motorcycle, get out of here. And then, go away. And then they're like, you gotta snipe him from far away. But she totally misses. But she shoots the car, blows up the car. And then he doesn't die. He gets off because he's like fucking death gun. And then they're like, okay, let's go hide. So that was before the cave thing. But now they're like teaming up. There's only like 4 or 5 players left. Death gun's killing them. They're killing them too. The last guy they had to kill was going after Kirito, but she sniped him from far away, and they're like, yay, 3 people left. Alright, so Death Gun and Sinin both shot snipers at each other, or whatever, and then they both hit each other's scopes, destroying their scopes so they can't shoot from far away. So now they have to fight, close combat, but Kirito's already next to Death Gun, and they're like talking to each other, yeah, I'm from fucking Laughing Coffin, and blah, 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 and Laughing Coffin was a assassination-like group back in Anticraft from Sword Art Online original, and then figuring out that's where Death Gun's from and all that. And then Sinin's trying to get over there as fast as possible or whatever, and then they're fighting it out, and Kirito's losing at that part, but then they're like, oh, he gets an opening and he takes it and he kills Death Gun, and then realizing that there's actually more possible people of Death Guns actually killing people in real life, which is pretty scary in opinions, because I would totally be afraid if somebody was actually right there next to my bed while I'm on Gun Gale Online, and then when I die in the game, somebody's gonna automatically inject me with some poison or something like that and kill me. That'd be fucking terrifying. But didn't die because, well, everybody thought that you could only die with the gun. He shot at a Pacific player that didn't even die because he wasn't shot with the right gun. So they realistically finding out, oh, he wasn't actually killing people in the game. He was killing people in the game, but not killing people in real life throughout the game. And they're like, oh, so there's a second person, maybe even a third or fourth person. We don't really know. So basically, when they finally killed Death Gun, when that epic Swordland music was playing, it was freaking badass. And Kirito and Sinin just basically we just die together. We just both win. And then they do, because she fucking activates a grenade, they hug it out, and then smiling, and then yay, and then pow! And after that happens, they're like, okay, so Kirito automatically starts running to her house, because before that happens, the explosion, they say, oh, hey, this is where I live, Kirito. Okay, cool, I'm at some hospital, I'll meet you there or something, whatever, okay, cool. And then he gets there when her best friend, which we didn't mention, called Shinkawa, which is pretty fucking messed up. He's the one with all that poison, because his family works at a job or owns a job, I don't remember, about a hospital-like medical shit, and he could do all this stuff to, kill people, and he's obsessed with, what's her name? Asada, thank you. Obsessed with Asada, and fucking like, hey, I want you really badly, blah, blah, blah. He's beating her up or whatever, or like saying her name like a million times, which is freaking creeping her out. And then Kirito comes in all fucking awesome and shit, beating him up. He's also getting beat up as well. And then she gets her own boombox from her apartment, which that's where they're at right now, and just beat him up. And then like, hey, you're still alive, even though he put something poison on your chest. But oh, never mind, he didn't do it because I had some hospital-like thing on me. Okay, cool. And then after that happens, like, hey, Sinin, you want to join my crew on Alfheim? It's like, sure, because I have nothing else to do now because Gun Gale's over or whatever. Before that happens, she's all discussing about, oh, hey, I didn't actually kill someone as a little girl because that was the backstory. She killed a guy thinking that because she killed him, she's a killer, but she was actually protecting a family that wasn't a family yet because this witness person was actually pregnant at the time, and that all happened and stuff. And then she felt all better now because Kirito arranged that little thingy, and everybody's happy in the world of Tokyo or something. And then at that part, it started getting, slowed down in the anime. Because now they're talking about Excalibur. Because now they're fucking like, hey, now we're all on Alfheim Online. Let's just do this freaking quest that everybody now knows where Excalibur, the sword, is. And fucking, we're like, hey, we have to get there. We're the only team that actually has everybody else that has, like, different abilities. We got the cat people and fucking leaf people and whatever the fuck shit. So, alright, cool. So we get to Excalibur. They finally get Excalibur, thinking they weren't going to get Excalibur because the place was exploding, so they're thinking the mission was failing. And then fucking Sin in here fucking did like a sniper-like thing with their bow and arrow because they don't have a sniper in Alpha Line. So, they fucking, just grab it somehow, and then she fucking says, whenever you use this sword, always think about me. And then all the girls were like, oh, fucking pissed off and shit. And then he was like, yeah, got a sword. So yay.
But the jellyfish, elephant, donkey,
the
nigga.
jellyfish, donkey, elephant, jellyfish thingy. That was the weirdest thing ever.
Named Tonky.
And then fucking when that happens, it's starting to speed back up again because after the Excalibur thing happened, there is this one Pacific player is like beating up people at some tree, and Lizzie was talking about it at their cabin, which was remade from the World Seed in Elfheim Online for Anticrat Sword Art Online, which they rebought from the original. And they're saying, yeah, this guy's just beating up people, and when they actually go to this place and figure out who was the actual person, it wasn't the guy, it's actually the girl, and her name is Yuki. So Yuki's like this really freaking badass girl who's actually been playing the game since basically launch or something, because she's been living literally in the game. So we'll explain it here in a while. And she's like, hey, Asuna, you challenged me. You're like one of the best people that actually have challenged me in a while. We need you for the specific mission or something. So, okay, cool. So you and me and the rest of my crew called Sleeping Knights, we're going to freaking go take down this boss wave and stuff. It's like, okay, first try. They die. They go back, oh god, some other team beat him, and then fucking Asuna explains what happened and stuff. Like, okay, cool, now we just try again, but this time we'll automatically go back in 30 minutes. Like, okay, cool. So you go do that, and fucking, hey, we beat him, and then fucking, well, we didn't beat him, we failed, and then we go back, and then, like, everybody's already there. It's like, hey, you have to wait, like, an hour, and they don't want to wait an hour, so they fucking have to try to fight. But then Kito's like, oh, hey, I'm cool, I'm awesome, here. I'm fucking, my dual-wielding skill somehow. And then Klein was there, too, being fucking Klein. And then he's fucking, like, they're just beating up everybody. And then while they're going back into the boss battle thing, they win. They have their names on this freaking mantle-like place or something somewhere in the game. And they're like, yeah, that's all we ever wanted. We wanted our names to be implanted into the game somewhere forever as long as possible, because the team is going to disband because of specific events happening. And then they find out that, Asuna found out actually. They found out Yuki is actually diagnosed like with, cancer and stuff, and everybody else was like kind of like that. I think some other girl that's kind of nerdy, whatever, she has glasses, she was diagnosed with something too. And then later down the line we're learning more about Yuki. It was super sad, and then she couldn't really live a real life and stuff. And then like they came up with a plan. It's like, we just put a camera on Asuna going to school, and then she'll be that camera. I was like, all right. And then stuff happened, and then the last episode was probably one of the saddest episodes in the whole actual anime. So everybody in Elfheim Online gathered to the tree where they first met, and they all kind of saying their goodbyes and stuff because she was actually dying at that moment. And it was the saddest thing in the whole thing. So her last days in life was playing the game that she basically started, that she was like really OP in from launch day. And that's Sword Art Online 2, everyone.
Irvin, you
Can
should send an application to Lore, because you talk really, really fast when you explain things.
Can you even imagine a three between Asta and Sinon together in the same room?
I hate you.
I know I can.
So fucking. I don't even know how fast I was talking. I was just talking about normally.
You were talking really fast.
All right. This is what speed looks like, Connor. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of it for Sword Art Online 2. They kind of did hint to another one near the very end of the episode because, well, they're like, hey, something's going on somewhere else. All right, cool. We're probably going to do the same thing exactly, but we don't know what's going to be about. But hey, you got to find out in like who knows how long. So until the meantime, we're going to have to hold on to video games and comics, or not comics, mangas. So we're going to find out from that. It's going to be interesting.
So who's here seen some Sword Online hentai?
I probably have, honestly. I just don't remember.
I know Connor has.
All right, which is good.
What?
Seen Sword Online hentai.
Oh, sure.
Which by the way, Sword Art Online is one of my favorite animes of all time, which DBZ said is its second favorite anime of all time.
Yay!
Whew. So,
Connor's like, well, it was okay, I guess.
It time skipped too many times and explained too many things. I was wondering, how did he get to level 47 or whatever? What happened to that boss wave on level 56 or something?
It was too short. I think One Piece is a great anime for pace-wise and episode-wise.
It had too much water,
Too much water.
Anyways, let's just get off from Sword Art for a second. Let's literally disconnect and get off Sword Art.
Connect start to.
All right. Is he lagging or something? All right, somebody's phone keeps going off.
Yeah,
So-
that's mine because DBZ keeps sending me these messages, and I'm finally repeating them back. Don't think I hadn't noticed it, boy.
All right, so let's just go on to the next topic now.
I thought your phone's right next to you the whole time you saw it.
Yes, I did.
All right, the next
Why
topic.
didn't you say anything?
After they talk about their phones. Are you ready for the next topic? Because there's
Yep.
something more DBZ is going to talk about this time.
Alright, fire away.
So, Wave 4 was announced during the January Nintendo Direct, near the
Awesome
middle
sauce.
of the Direct, and they have announced, I think 7 new amiibos. And of course, I know DBZ is
Actually, it's only 6.
Okay, it's close.
For Wave
6 new amiibos. It's not like I have to count. So,
Which one of them are they again?
For Wave 4, they announced it will be released during spring, but they have Robin, Lusania, Charizard, Ness, Pac-Man, and Wario.
Yeah.
2 of them I'm getting for certain.
I already know I'm getting all of them for certain.
I don't even know. So, it was announced during that time, but the next topic is exactly corresponding with it. When they announced Wave 4 amiibos, they also announced specific new amiibos. They announced the Mario-themed amiibos.
Yay!
Super Mario themed amiibos, whatever you want to call them.
Whatever.
They'll work for Mario Party 10.
The new
And there are currently 6.
Yeah, the new Super Mario Brothers themed amiibos, they work just like the Smash Brothers amiibos, except there's a new one that's actually just Toad, but they're just Mario themed, so they look like the Mario Brothers, amiibos, but they still work just like the Smash Brothers amiibos. So that's kind of really that's really the difference.
The Toad one is practically sold out already.
Yeah, the Toad one, I would totally understand why it's sold out, because it's the only one of its kind. There's no Smash Brothers themed Toad, because there isn't one. And, it's basically his own one, so I would totally understand. That'll probably, realistically, that'll probably be the only Mario themed amiibo I would get, would be Toad, because, he's the only one.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're you're getting every damn amiibo there is.
Well, not every single one. I'll have a certain limit because I'm not going to get like, oh, this one is Fire Mario. Oh my god, this one is classic retro original Mario. I'm just only going to get one of each, pretty much.
Yeah. We didn't put this into topics, but if you get, or you pre-ordered the Mario Party 10 with the Mario themed Mario whatever amiibo, you can use that amiibo in a specific feature called like Amiibo Party or something. Something like that, yeah. That you can only play Mario Party with your amiibos, and that was all I really knew. So,
because for the Super Mario ones, I know they have obviously Mario and Toad. They have Luigi, Peach, Bowser,
and Yoshi.
Yoshi, yeah.
So.
Still interesting to know what they would do for a Captain Toad's treasure tracker without Toad amiibo.
I don't know. I know they said it'll be, compatible with it, of course, but I don't remember what they said if it'll be for something.
Like, I don't know what the special function will be for it.
I don't know.
Not too sure.
But talking about, collection bundle things, on the same Nintendo Direct, they announced a Skull Kid statue bundle thing with the Legends of the Majora's Mask. There's 3 versions. You can get just the game, or you can get Skull Kid statue with the game, or you can get the Nintendo 3DS or new Nintendo 3DS XL with the Skull Kid statue and the game, which that one is $80. The one which is Skull Kid alone with the game is $50, and the game alone is $40. I wanted just the Skull Kid with the game. I do not want a new Nintendo 3DS XL. It feels like I don't need it yet. I know there's only like maybe 1 or 2 games right now. It's only exclusive for the thing, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, and I think Monster Hunter 4. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of what all I remember. And the freaking thing is sold out. The Skull Kid amiibo statue thing is sold out, and it pisses me off. I've been trying to get it for like a month, pre-ordered, and it's hard. So I don't know if you guys are going for that or not, but I am.
Nah.
I don't think I will.
All right, well I am. I'm trying to get just that bundle. So
Yeah, good luck with that.
yeah. I think days later, after announcing all those stuff from the January, Nintendo Direct, which some other things happened, but not too much epic things. Like, yeah, there's Puzzles and Dragons stuff, but we don't really want to talk about it in this podcast because we don't really know much of it. So other things other than that, other than giving away a free Pokemon game called Pokemon Shuffle, which is basically Pokemon Trilogy. But besides that, a couple of days later, on Twitter, the European Club Nintendo account tweeted out saying, "Hey, read this," and it's basically telling us Club Nintendo is now going to be discontinued, basically at the end of the year.
I thought they said they were going to stop at June of 2015.
Yeah, but then I heard something about September. I was like, that's officially when it's going to go away. I don't remember what he said exactly. But from whenever it was announced to March 31st would be the last day you can enter anything for Club Nintendo. Any coins, you have to redeem anything. That's the last time you can enter it. So I've entered every single game code I had left into Club Nintendo, and currently at this point, last day I could say because it's still for January, I was having the hardest time to even get into Club Nintendo. And as of right now, we're in February for recording this. I still can't get in Club Nintendo without having problems.
Which I find very funny.
And yeah, this motherfucker got in the first time. I don't know, and then he fucking get his freaking poster for like the first time. And then when he ordered it, okay, I got it. He refreshes it. Oh, it kicked me out. Oh, when we go back into Club Nintendo just to make sure. And it says, oh yeah, it says my thing is ordered. It's there. So I got an email saying, oh yeah, your thing is now on order. And I still can't even get into the stupid site. And when I can only get in for like a minute. And I can't even get to the awards because if I try to, it takes forever to get to load there. And when I try clicking on an award and try to redeem it really fast, it kicks me out saying, oh, I'm sorry, there's a high traffic of people on the site. This will be up until like June or something. So you have plenty of time to redeem all these things. I'm like, I'm just trying to get it now, for peak's sake. And I still can't even get them. So, for the last Club Nintendo stuff they added on rewards, I want to talk about it now, but I know it was on the first day of February that was announced, so I'm not sure if we talk about it or not.
I don't know, actually.
Okay, if we don't. They announced that there will be more things as possible on the Club Nintendo reward stuff, so you can use all your coins, because Nintendo knows you have like 1 million coins, but I know in other countries they call it stars. But, whatever. So I didn't know what I was expecting. So I just knew there's going to be a lot more games, because it did confirm saying there's going to be a lot more downloadable games. So, yeah. And they meant it. I'm just not going to say which ones, because that'll probably be for next month's podcast. Which I'm hoping I've probably redeemed that shit by that time. So, Club Nintendo's ending. I'm actually wondering how they're gonna, influence this new loyalty program, which they did announce, saying that there will be a new program after Club Nintendo. I just don't know how long it'll take for it to go up when Club Nintendo is finished. So, yeah, that's gonna be an amazing thing. So.
Rest in peace, Club Nintendo.
I know. I guess it ran for 6 or 7 years.
It started in 2008, so yeah, about 7.
So, pretty crazy. Stuff I got from Club Nintendo. I still own basically all that stuff. I got the Wii remote holder, the Platinum status Mario statue, which actually is still in its original fucking box from Nintendo mailing, which I don't know why I still have it in there. I got 3DS pouch bag for my original 2D DS, and I got a Platinum Rewards Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask soundtrack, which they said they weren't hinting for a remake, but fuck them, they were. So that happened. A lot of my downloadable games on my Wii, just Wii. From Club Nintendo, I got some also on Wii U, some on 3DS. I feel like I got something else from Club Nintendo, but I don't remember at this moment. But I remember a lot of things on Club Nintendo. There was like a limited time, and I always wanted them as when they were announced, but I could never have them because I didn't have enough coins. Like there was a gold edition nunchuck on there for a limited time. There was also a Luigi's Mansion statue on there at a limited time, and like stuff like that I could not get. Oh yeah, I also got a Nintendo 3DS card case 18, which holds 18 3DS or DS games, so like in the case. And I really don't remember what else I got from Club Nintendo, but for a service, it was pretty great. You know, rewarding the people that bought their games for stuff to redeem. Not like any other company's done that, because they haven't really. I know Square Enix has tried. I know they're not doing successful on that. And I think Ubisoft is now trying that now. So.
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft, for being sakes. With the whole Uplay system, which is not working that well.
Fuck Ubisoft.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Going down the garbage.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you guys got anything from Club Nintendo with yourselves?
I hardly
Well,
ever
my
use
post.
Club Nintendo.
Yeah, I fucking never used Club Nintendo, but
But
The only
these two,
things I would-
two here had to make me get one for some odd reason. They're like, Connor, you gotta get a Club Nintendo.
You gotta get a car. Come on, man. It's your whole world's at stake. It's like, no, it's not.
It's the
the only
best of
thing
both
I ever
worlds.
got from Club Nintendo was pretty much my Smash posters and just nothing but really games. That's about it.
Oh, that does remind me. I did get one poster or two. I got the Mario timeline poster and the Legend of Zelda timeline poster, but you know they're outdated now. I think the Mario one was from 2009 and the Zelda one was from 2012, I think.
That's why I'm just glad I at least got my Smash posters, and I'm getting another set of 3.
Yeah, which I mean, I would like to get them, but realistically,
Except
I
I
won't.
have no room whatsoever unless I put them on the damn ceiling.
Yeah, realistically, I would like to get them, but realistically, I probably won't even put it up because I don't really even put posters up. I have like a bunch of posters of stuff, and I don't even put them up. Like,
Well, if you see,
like,
let's
I
see
have-
in my
I
wall.
have
right
Castlevania
now.
Lords of Shadow 2 poster. I got a Final Fantasy 14 banner, which is not even up either. I got like a billion Pokemon posters, which I'm not getting any of them all. Got like a Mario one, a Halo Reach poster, and like 2 Grand Theft Auto 5s and something else. Diablo 3. I don't remember all the rest, but I have a bunch of posters. I don't put them up.
I got 9 posters on my wall right now.
I only have 1, 2, just 2, I guess.
I have
Just
9, and it's like surrounding my whole wall. Like you cannot turn at all and not see a poster.
How many posters do you have on your wall, Connor?
None.
None. See.
You're boring, Connor.
Yeah, stop eating your Waffles original.
I have photos. I have photos, if anything.
See, I have photos of stuff too, but they're not posters. So.
Connor, well,
But they're still
Yeah, cool.
images.
Yeah, they're
a
still-
cool thing I have on my wall that you two don't have is the Mario Kart 8 McDonald's promotion thing.
Oh, see, I didn't know you had that.
Cause like they had like this little promotion thing for Mario Kart 8, which I took a bunch of toys for people, and like you know how like they, like on their menu thing they had like this little black thing that would like show like, oh here's the boys Mario Kart 8 thing, and here's like the girls little shit thing. Well, they're gonna throw it, but then I like kind of cut off a little piece just enough so it just has Mario in his Mario Kart 8, and it's like black. And I just taped it on my wall. I'm like, yep.
Well, same here. I have that Smash Brothers Wii U poster I got from GameStop because I asked for it.
Because you're a whore to them.
But it's huge.
I know it's fucking huge. I've seen it.
So it's huge. I mean, like, fuck. It's not.
Huge,
It's not an official
it's almost as
poster. I mean, it says GameStop. We buy your games and more, and it has like Call of Duty and something at the bottom of it. But it's a fucking huge ass poster if you get rid of that, anyways.
It's almost as big as me.
So.
About 9 inches.
So.
So now we did like what 8 topics? Now only 13 more to go,
Yeah.
and we have been sitting in here for
Almost an
1
hour and a
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
We've only gone through like about 8 topics.
We're only 1/3 of the way done.
It doesn't matter.
Yay! People want to listen to
This
us
is how
ramble on.
podcasts usually go.
Yeah, except we need people to actually watch it. Nobody wants to watch us.
I know.
We're awesome.
All right,
Fucking-
so I guess the next topic we got is the interview on Netflix. Who
I
has
got it.
seen the interview? That's here.
I've done an interview before, but not on Netflix.
Connor, do you want to?
The-
You know what?
The
I feel like
movie, the
sending- I feel-
movie
I feel like-
interview.
Just because of that, Connor, I'm gonna go online, search for like a cock picture, and just text it to you.
All right, if you guys don't already know, back in December, like really nearly the end of December, they were gonna air, or premiere the interview, which is basically this talk show host guy interviewing Kim, not Jim. I say Jim.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un, yeah, at Korea or North, don't remember.
North Korea.
North Korea, and the FBI or CIA or something like told him, hey, we want you to take out the guy. I was trying to think of the president or whatever
The
they're called.
dictator.
Dictator. I thought like Supreme something. I thought I was gonna say, but yeah, they're like once they get there, like they wasn't even sure they're gonna do it and stuff, and then like Seth Rogen and what's his name?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember his name. But they collab in like every
James
fucking
Franco?
movie. Pineapple Express and whatever else.
James Franco.
Probably. Something Franco, yeah. James Franco.
DBZ, I knew you were gonna send me a picture of some dick, but I didn't think it'd be a monkey sucking his own dick.
So they go there to interview the guy, and you're learning like, yeah, he's not actually a bad guy, but realistically he is. Blah blah blah. So, I mean, spoiler alert. He dies in the movie. That's the reason why it's actually banned in North Korea or all of Korea. I don't remember.
Oh my god. Oh.
But that was the biggest thing. In North Korea, like threatened the United States. If you show this, or if you premiere it in movie theaters, we'll like bomb you or something like that. That's what he said, and like hesitated to release. And then they were trying to find other ways to release this movie on anything. Originally, they were like, going to premiere in movie theaters, and then they couldn't. And then they're like, okay, let's figure out some other way. So now you can watch it basically on Netflix, YouTube, but you have to pay for it, or something else I don't remember. But you can basically watch this movie almost any way free now, and it was supposed to be a blockbuster movie, which is kind of funny. I finally did see this movie. I actually did a review about the interview on it on my vlog channel, which I gave it a pretty okay movie. I mean, it made me laugh at some parts, but overall it was okay. It was kind of like
It was just dandy.
it's just dandy. Like, whatever.
Fuck you, Connor.
It was just dandy. Like,
I'm gonna molest you in your ass.
and you know how like there's always that one, like in the movie they always have that one song that's always for some reason the song for the movie. The song for the movie was basically Katy Perry's Firework. Like they sang it. It actually played, and on the very last epic scene, it was playing while he was dying. So-
Katy Perry and North Koreans. I wonder what connection
Yeah, I told
they
you.
have.
I told you she's an evil bitch.
So, I don't know. It was pretty funny, like it was funny, but like it wasn't like the greatest thing I ever saw. But the one thing I give it credit for, the one biggest thing, they got Eminem in the movie, and then made him play a gay guy. Well, as himself, he was playing as himself, Eminem. But they were doing an interview on the show called like Scarlet Lark Live or something, and like he was like announcing, yeah, I'm gay, I like guys. Like what do you not understand? Because they're trying to figure out like, is he actually saying like gay, like as in he's gay or something, or gay is he happy or something? I don't know. To me, that wasn't like, it wasn't necessary, but it was like totally crazy. Like they actually got Eminem to do that on a movie, because we all know like MTV's been making them look stupid and shit for the last couple years.
MTV is just a bunch of shit
I know,
for
and ever
stupid
since,
ass
and,
fucking
I know,
teens.
And ever since that, like Eminem just hates stuff like that, and I was just like crazy, like, oh my god, he actually like did this in the movie, and I watched it with my cousin Judy, and I was like, is this fucking for real? It's like, like not the whole gay thing. It's like, is this fucking for real? It's actually on the movie, actually pretending he's gay and stuff. Like that's something like Eminem probably won't do, but he did. So that was like, it was near the very beginning of the movie, so that was like the probably biggest thing for me, and everything else was like, yeah, it was cool, it was okay, made me laugh. So I thought it was a mediocre like movie, but it was whatever. It was good. Did you see the interview, DBZ?
I did not. I don't have. No.
You have Netflix.
My parents do. I just don't know it.
All right. Well, yeah. It was interesting.
Shrieking skulls.
DBZ, no, DBZ. Connor, have you seen the interview? I'm guessing you have.
I haven't, but I've heard of it.
Oh, you haven't?
Fuck you, Connor.
The guy that's actually watched like every movie possible has never actually seen that?
I haven't seen every movie.
Mister, I sit down and I just write names on pieces of paper and just watch a movie, and it's the hardest job I ever do.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh, no.
Oh, but yes,
no,
I do.
no, no. Not in my house.
Not in my house. Sit down,
No,
son.
no. Not in my house.
Sit down, son.
Rejection.
Oh, that'd be funny. That'd be funny. Imagine Connor like at the movie theaters, projecting the movie, and someone's getting up to go to the bathroom, and then he screams out, "Sit down, son! You're still watching this movie."
Nah.
He probably would.
Nah, sit down,
Sit
son.
down.
Sit down.
You
like-
can wait.
It's like, projector guy, I really need to go. Nah, sit down, man. The best part's about to happen in the movie.
And then, like, when he gets closer to the exit, I just suddenly pull out a switch, and then I press the switch, and all the doors just suddenly close, and I kick it out, and I'm like, sit down.
Sit down. I don't care if you have your phones on. Just sit down. So, I'm always the person like, they say like, oh, turn off your phones or put it on silent. I always just put it on vibrators or barely even hear it.
I always put my phone on vibrate when I see a movie.
Yeah.
My phone's just on vibrate regardless.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our little thing on the interview. So the next thing, I thought was actually kind of hilarious because DBZ recently got me the second game for the series, and then they announced this. So Gearbox announced that, I think, Apex or some freaking convention, Borderlands The Handsome Collection. So Borderlands Handsome Collection is basically the second game and pre-sequel in one, with all DLC stuff with the season pass still continuing for pre-sequel. So all the DLC stuff is from number 2, but not pre-sequel yet. So that's a thing. And it's only going to be for the PS4 and Xbox One. So it's bundled. There's just no original Borderlands on it, which I didn't get why. It would probably be like the perfect opportunity, but they didn't.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why they didn't put the first one in there.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I didn't really play that much about the first one because maybe I'm not sure if the first one is like just around Handsome Jack as it was in number 2 in the pre-sequel is.
like, I don't know if they didn't have enough, data or something to put on the freaking disc, but realistically, they could. I mean, like, what? They put Halo Master Chief Collection with like 4 full games, and like,
They did the Legacy Collection on PS3.
Yeah, they did that too. So it's like, did they just not want to put it in or something? Or they just think 2 and pre-sequels is most popular, which it is, realistically, yeah. But, maybe people still want to play the original one,
I mean, it's possible. They could have done it.
So, I don't know. But yeah, Borderlands The Handsome Collection only be on PS4 and Xbox One for its remastering of it. So, or whatever it's called. So, I don't know. Will we get it? I personally probably won't get it. I mean, like, come on. I'm fine for having them separately on the thing. It's probably great for people who don't even have the games. But, or if you're like the biggest fan ever, maybe, yeah. But not for someone that already has the games and probably don't want to afford another like $50 or $60 for that. So, I don't know.
Until they force us to play together on PS4 because it's shutting down PlayStation Network soon for PS3.
Well, they never announced when. They just,
Yeah,
it'll be a
when.
thing eventually. But the thing is, they never even shut down the PSP servers yet. So it's like, that's still up right now.
It is?
It is. It's
I
only
thought
down.
it was down.
No, it's only down in what's it down in? Like China or somewhere random that's not doing well. It's still up for like North America, Japan, and some other big place like Germany or something.
Hell yeah.
Or Europe, I forget. But whatever. So yeah, that's gonna really. I mean, they're still up, just whatever. So.
Yeah.
Yep. So going off from the Borderlands to Hansa Collection. Uh, from that Nintendo Direct that happened back when we were talking about all those stuff. Nintendo announced there are going to be Wii games on the Wii U eShop, which first reaction I was happy and ecstatic, but then rethinking it.
Where's the GameCube?
Where's the GameCube? Where's the 64? Where's like Genesis? Where's everything else that's already on the regular Wii Shop channel? Where's all that? I mean,
like, come on, you got Game Boy Advance, and now you've got Wii games. Can't you get the stuff in between?
Like, you got Game Boy Advance, which would have been realistically better probably on the actual portable console, but I'm like, yeah, it's great, you got Wii, but that wasn't too long ago. Like, GameCube or 64, we can still go buy the Wii games now. They only announced 3, which I don't know if there's going to be another fourth one here soon or not. But they announced Super Mario Galaxy 2, Punch-Out for the Wii, and Metroid Prime Trilogy. I think it's good deals for all 3 games, especially Trilogy, because that thing is like $50. And the other 2 is probably like $20 for Punch-Out, and Mario Galaxy, it's like a $40 game or something right now.
No,
30,
it'd be less.
30 or 40, I don't know.
Because it's so super common, it's like a big seller.
I know the regular one. Galaxy 1 is 20, I know that. But I thought it was probably a good opportunity for them, but hey, I still want my 64 games or something, I own all 3 of those Wii games. It doesn't really matter to me if I get them or not. I mean, I already own them. So, I know in Japan they announced and already released Kirby's Return to Dreamland, which is over there. It's called Kirby's Adventure Wii. But, again, that's a game I already own. Probably the whole demographic of Wii owners probably have that game too already. So, either you give us some obscure titles on the Wii, or, I just want GameCube, 64, whatever else was on the Wii Shop channel, like TurboGrafx, even 3DO for peak's sake, anything else. I mean, I want my Dreamcast on the damn thing or something.
I doubt that.
I know, I doubt it, but I mean, still, I would like to get something else than maybe Wii,
Yeah.
So, I mean, whatever. Give us Atari. Give us Atari. Something that was never ready done.
Yes, the one system I own that none of you do.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What are you guys' opinions on the Wii games on the eShop? And the 3 games already, announced.
They're fucking memory hogs. Especially Trilogy, 6 gigs it costs.
Yeah, because there's 3 games in one.
I know, but holy shit. Well, it can't be. Well, it's not as bad as some PlayStation 4 downloadable games. Like The Last of Us, fucking 45 gigabytes, piece of shit.
Told you. But yeah, are they games you already own or not?
I already have Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, who doesn't? I didn't have Punch-Out nor Metroid Prime Trilogy, and I probably will just wait for Trilogy until I get it on disc. But I bought Punch-Out. It's an enjoyable game.
Yeah, I noticed people mostly about Punch-Out the most on that.
Except I got it for when it was 10 instead of 20.
Yeah, because the first week of its being on eShop, it's 50% off. So
and that's where I used Connor's freaking Wii points or eShop card on.
Yay.
So Connor, did you have any one of those 3 games already?
Well, I got Punch-Out.
You got Punch-Out, but not a Galaxy 2 or Trilogy?
I have Galaxy 2. I was tempting on getting Trilogy, but ultimately I just decided no.
You know what's funny thing is, I already have all 3 games separately and a Trilogy, so I really didn't need that damn game on the Wii shop. Or Wii U shop. Because I have Prime 1, Echoes 2, and Corruption 3 all separately on GameCube and /Wii. And then, I have the bundle, the Trilogy now also on the Wii. So I was like, okay, I really didn't need it. So, I mean, when they first announced it, I was like, yeah, I was like hesitant. I was like, don't you even really want it? Realistically, I didn't need it. So I just wanted to know if I would want it for some reason. So I didn't want it, and then I was like, okay, cool. I didn't want it. I could just put on my Super Mario Galaxy 2 game right now and play it right now if I wanted to. I don't have to go download it and stuff. And waste, like, all my memory or something just for one damn game I already own. So, I'm waiting for a game that I don't own, like, or something else. Oh, it's only exclusive to Japan, where we're sending it over here now. I was like, yes, or something. You know, like, I want Captain Rainbow or some bullshit.
Let's get that Chuck E. Cheese game.
The Chuck E. Cheese game, sure.
Let's get Minecraft on Wii U.
This
It's possible.
is also Minecraft rocks.
Minecraft rocks.
It's possible to get that on the Wii U.
Then Harvin can buy it and he can finally do more Minecraft.
Dude, I only done one Minecraft video ever.
and you loved every second of it.
No, I didn't.
So when are you gonna do Skylanders with Kevin? That's my next Tales of Shadow request.
Or Skyrim.
I don't have Skyrim or Sky. Well, I kind of have Skylanders.
Well, yeah, you can do Skylanders.
Kind of.
I have like your cousin
that download code, but it won't accept it.
No, bring your. Have Kevin come over to Skylanders so then you can record with him and then be like, yeah, Tales of Shadow with Skyrim, nigga.
I was gonna say, oh look, you want to play a Spyro? I was like, yeah. Let's not play a Spyro. Let's play with this other fucking freaking nature. It's like I don't want to play this other freaking nature. I want to play a Spyro, but Spyro's freaking a dragon. He doesn't have water power. I don't care. It's like I want to play a Spyro.
You need certain abilities to get past certain doors.
It's like, dude, you don't have to get past a certain door. You just fucking. I know in Skylanders that's only side mission shit. I know you can beat the game without any Skylanders whatsoever. So I was like, all right, we'll just play the fucking game.
And then suddenly you get that one person in the comments that's like, "Oh my god, why you hate Skylanders so much? This is bullshit."
Dude, I hate that guy, dude. You know what? I own a Skylander toy, just one, but I didn't actually own it. I didn't want to have it. Fucking Kevin gave one to me, and I guess it's Baby Spyro or something. I don't even know what game it's even available for. Is it for the original or fucking Swap Force or Team Force, whatever it's called now? So I own it. It's actually next to the Kirito thing DBZ gave to me, and it's just there. So
is that guy still commenting on that video by any chance? Because I'm just curious.
No, I haven't seen him comment in about a couple, like almost a month now, I think.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing if he was still fucking commenting. It's like, dude, he's still commenting by himself. I haven't even replied at all.
Because he hates you that much.
So yeah, it'd be crazy if he was still commenting. But fucking. But yeah, I do own a download code for one of the Skylanders games, but I need a bunch of memory from my Wii U to even get it. So I think it's the newest one. It's like Trap Team, I think it's that one.
I don't know.
It's one of the two. Swap Force or Trap Team, whatever it's called. And I have the code, but I just, it won't. It works, but I can't download it, so it says the code can't be used until I get more memory. So.
That memory, though.
So, fucking. I don't know. So, yeah. I guess the next topic is Kill la Kill is coming to Toonami.
Oh, snap.
Yay.
Which will be available, I believe, today, actually.
Oh, snap.
That Toonami, Connor.
If you guys don't already know, we're actually recording this on February 7th.
Technology, though, DBZ. I'm excited.
So,
yeah,
so it should be airing soon. Don't know when, actually.
These two are always getting on to me about Toonami, though, Connor.
Which I want to put into addition to that, Toonami actually has cut down half of its programming because of Connor, because he doesn't want to watch Toonami.
Hey, I watched them on my own time, buddy.
Why don't you watch it live?
Why?
Because you could be like on Twitter, it's like, nigga, look, this happened on Toonami.
But I want to talk to you guys, though.
Not even. You could put like your capture card up and stuff, and we can watch it with you. was like, yeah, Toonami. So again, So Kill la Kill's coming to Toonami, which is a show I actually been wanting to watch because of one specific thing and only one thing alone. Everyone keeps telling me it's relatable or like Sonic Adventure 2. I don't know. I don't know how it's related to Sonic Adventure 2, but when I put in Kill la Kill on just on like Google Images or something, there's already like maybe a couple pictures of Sonic Adventure 2 themed Kill la Kill stuff or something, and I'm like, so how like now I really want to know, how is this show like Sonic Adventure 2? Fucking hate you. So I just I want to watch it for that aspect. Other than no one's told me it's like a great anime, it's an okay anime. No one's told me that. I just want to know if it's how is it like Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, I even have a thumbnail of a Google image I actually took from the internet because I wanted to have that when I actually review Kill la Kill, and the thumbnail is the Sega Dreamcast title of Sonic Adventure 2, but the Kill la Kill characters, and then it says Kill la Kill with the Sonic Adventure 2 logo on it. Just says Kill la Kill in that format of the font. So I'm really wanting to know, what does it relate to Sonic Adventure 2?
Maria, I want my family back.
I have no idea. So I'm actually wanting to watch it. I told DBZ that's probably be the next biggest anime when I finish Devil May Cry. After I finish Devil as a Part-Timer. So probably watch Kill la Kill on Crunchyroll or Hulu Plus. So, which by the way, we didn't add this to the thing. DBZ got Crunchyroll.
How is Kill la Kill like Sonic Adventure 2?
I don't know.
Ah, you great words of cows.
Great words of cows. So, DBZ got a Crunchyroll account, which I don't know what he's been watching on it. I don't know if he has watched anything yet.
I've been adding a bunch of stuff to my queue to watch.
Same, because we're using the same account. I added things he was actually going to watch anyways. So, I don't remember what I added. I remember there was already a lot of things added on there. Like, we're watching Sailor Moon Crystal together, which sounds probably kind of gayish, but whatever.
I like seeing those women change.
Yeah. Was it Moon Prison Power? That's it, yes. Moon Prison Power! Or whatever they do. And then, it's either Hulu Plus or Crunchyroll. They have like the same shit. And then there's like a couple differences. Like, Hulu Plus has Monster Rancher, and then fucking Crunchyroll has, damn it, what's that damn show called? It's a samurai thing. Rurouni Kenshin, that's it. So, it's like, whatever. They have mixing matches of some animes I want to watch.
Wait, Crunchyroll has Rurouni Kenshin on there?
Yeah, I believe, right?
Yeah, you mean that one you said, oh yeah, it's like one of the first
like biggest animes that they brought over here. Yeah, so.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Crunchyroll has Rurouni Kenshin.
Well, shit, I need to go back and watch it then.
I don't
get
know.
my account, you freeloader.
I don't know if it's English or Japanese. I didn't even try watching it yet. I just know it's
both.
there. Oh, it's both. Okay, so. Whatever.
I don't really need an account to watch it now, do I?
I don't know.
Because I've been able to watch animes on Crunchyroll without an account.
Wasn't that just dandy, Connor?
I know,
Well, Connor,
it's so dandy.
Connor, you're just queer.
God, you're so beautiful. I want to take you out to dinner.
Okay.
Connor, I'm pretty sure if we lived in the same house for about a week, we'd be at each other's throat.
Now, which restaurant would you like? O'Charlie's or Outback?
What the hell is O'Charlie?
I don't know.
Why did I ask that? Next topic, please.
Alright, so, yeah.
Connor's trying to hide his gayness from me.
So the next topic is actually something really for me.
And I like what he's about to bring up here. Go on.
So, at this job... Okay, here we go. Tomorrow for us, right now, live, will be February 8th, 2015. It will be literally 1 year since I've worked there. 1 year.
I've been working at my job for
And this whole time I worked there, they never told me I had to go to another shift. They never told me I had to do anything. Just keep doing what I'm doing. And then think again. And then they tell us, hey, swing shift is gonna be no more for production side, and that was the side I always worked in. Just because they want to try how day shift will work if swing shift wasn't running, because swing shift is always the fastest from day shift. Even though all the bosses, all supervisors are mostly on that shift, and they still can't figure out why they can't get shit done. So they're like, hey, let's shut down all of graveyard and all of swing shift just so we can get the best workers on day shift just so they can run. So if you haven't figured out what's happening right now, so they switched me to day shift, which I have to be there from 6 to 2:30. Oh yeah, sorry. 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So I would wake up like basically going back to high school, but an hour earlier or two, and then get out exactly like I was in high school again. Yeah, the only good thing from being on day shift is I kind of have a life again after work. But everything is super fucking slow on day shift. I can't even explain. I do my whole entire job in like 2 hours of work, and everybody else still doing shit. And I was like, I'm standing around. I'm actually trying to look busy because I don't want them to think, oh, I got nothing to fucking do, which I actually don't. And then they keep thinking like, am I cheating or something? How can you cheat of doing a job that it's already done? And they're like, oh, Hervin, let's give you the hardest lines the third day. It's already done the next 2 hours later. I was like, dude, it's stocked up. The way they're running, they're fucking slow. It's like, if it was on swing shift, I would be there like constantly. This is slow. I was like, they thought I was complaining at the time. It's like, I'm not complaining. It's still my job. It's just, this is slow. Why would he want us to just shut down all the other two shifts just for the slowest fucking shift ever, which they're doing the stupidest shit I ever seen. Like, oh, let's sanitize during a work order. Which we're just going to use the same fucking powder. It's still going to get dirty in like an hour. But yeah, we have to fucking sanitize because we want to fucking make it look clean even though they're going to keep working. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with that? It's like, why? Why are you doing that? And I'm just standing there just staring like, why the fuck are they doing this? And realistically, I keep telling my supervisor, if this was on my shift, they would just keep running. They don't care what's on the ground. They don't care if there's powder around their fucking area. They just keep running until that shit is done. And then when it's finally done, they clean the whole fucking thing and they go to the next work order. That's how shit's supposed to be good get done. And then they still can't figure out why the fuck day shift is so fucking slow. I was like, what the fuck? And two other people from my shift comes from day, swings to day as well, and they're bored as hell as well. We're like basically just doing cardboard and trash and shit, stuff that we don't even care about. It's not really our job. We're just doing it because we have to find some time to do something. And I'm so bored. Like, okay, this is not for January, but this is something. Yesterday, on Friday, I had 7 lines because I asked, hey, can I actually do something for once on 7 lines? So I took the hardest ones, H, I, F, E, D, B, and I don't remember what else ones I had done. And they just told me, okay, if you really think you could do it, go ahead. And I'm like, you think I can't do it? And then DBZ said I should do this, and I did, which I'm about to say. I do all of it before lunchtime comes around. So it took me 2 hours extra just to do all of it. And they still think I couldn't do it. And I'm not even sweating, and they're all fucking sweating. I'm like, what the hell are you guys even doing? I'm like, seriously, I am so bored. I'm just like, I can leave for the rest of the day. And I know no one's going to be asking me for anything else. And then I literally told my supervisor, it's like, Matt, this is what speed looks like, dude. I'm fucking bored as fuck. And I'm going to help out on every fucking else lines. I'm going to train somebody, which I did. And I'm like, I'm still bored. I'm still fucking bored.
Did you seriously tell him this is what speed
what speed looks like? and yet I'm still temporary. I'm still only getting paid 10, which I should have probably got a raise by long ago. And yet they wanted to let me go, by the way, sometime in January, but I convinced them not to. Because, day shift needs the best workers. And my only complaint, or the only complaint from me was I was too slow. How am I too slow if I just did my fucking job in like 2 hours? I was like, I'm so bored. And the only thing I'm slow because I'm standing around. The reason I'm standing around is because I'm not doing anything because there's nothing to do. It's just so boring. Like, seriously, it's like, oh, this job is fucking hard. It's like, hey, Herbin, what you doing? Just standing around. It's like, you got nothing to do? was like, okay, why? What's up? Your line stopped? No, they're running. You sure? Yeah. All right, cool. And they think I'm lying. They just think I'm straight up lying. So I see them constantly keep checking the work orders, like if did I enter anything correctly or wrong or something? Did I not enter it? And like, no, you got it all done. And then they ask the operators, the people that actually run the fucking line, like, hey, is all your stuff here? Is it all good? Is there anything wrong? It's like, no, it's all here, all bottles, mostly the whole order. Shippers, just like maybe like one bundle, but that's probably tomorrow. And like, and then fucking come up to me, he's like, Hervin, how fast is your shift? It's like, way faster than this. I actually sweat for once. And they're like, really? And they're like, yeah. And then they go talk to the other two people that was from my shift, Charlie and Mac. Mac is doing pallet wrapping, which I helped him sometimes, so I was like, I'm bored. And then Charlie is like, yeah, dude, this is super slow. I'm only taking my time. I'm barely even walking to my lines. I was like, I'm just like dragging, trying to get there because I'm so bored. At least he's trying to find time to like waste time to do nothing. So that's basically the whole thing. So I basically do all my job in less than, well, a half of the shift, like half of a shift, half of a shift, like 25 or whatever into it.
Black.
That's not my black. It's actually Connor's.
That's me.
So, yeah. So I'm like bored as fuck, doing nothing, and then I like say, hey, can I help? And then sometimes they don't want to because they're like what? Like seriously, I'm bored as hell. So I'm literally doing nothing for half the shift, and I don't want like the manager to see me. I'm doing nothing, so I'm pretending I'm looking at my line. It's like, oh yeah, that looks great. Pretty sure they don't need anything else. I just keep looking like I'm busy until they're finally gone. It's like, okay, cool. More laying on the fucking wall or something because I've got nothing to do. And then they are slowly bringing back swing shift, which I could talk about because it was actually near the end of the month for January. And they're like, no, we got to keep Hervin on stays. And I'm hearing this secretly because I'm actually like around the corner without them knowing I'm there. It's like, no, we got to keep Hervin, Charlie, and Mac on day shift because, well, we don't have any open positions yet because it's not like, full course going on swing shift yet. It's still only temporary runs. And then right when I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm about to go out there, just waiting until the boss man goes away, and then he finally goes away, and then I'm like, okay, now let's walk out. And then Matt literally comes up to me, he's like, so hey Hervin, so swing shift is gonna start running soon? Yeah, I thought he was gonna start telling me, hey, maybe he wants me to go back to swing, maybe he has his own different idea. No, it's like, hey Hervin, we know you love swing shift or whatever, but can you like stay later than usual? And I'm like, how much later? Basically their lunchtime. And I basically told them, so you want me to stay here for 15 hours every day? And it's like, yeah. And I could told them, isn't that basically considered overtime? And my company's stingy. They don't allow overtime really, only when it's approved or whatever for like all workers. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, I could do it, but I need that approval so I don't get in trouble. I'm like, all right. So he actually has to go talk to him. And sometimes they're like, it's fine. Yeah, Herbie can fucking do all day swing shift if he wants to. He just can't really pull off a full double. It's like, all right, whatever. So not counting February, I've already done 5 double shifts. and the one time, the 1 or 2 times the people from day shift had to stay from days to swings, they were super exhausted. Like, they couldn't do anymore. They were dying. And me over there, I'm actually, like, happy. I'm actually doing something. And they're like, Herman, how are you not tired? Like, they're all, like saying it like that, like they're tired. And I was like, why aren't you tired? It's like, they're actually running, dude. It's like, what do you mean they're actually running? Like, they're actually going normal speed. It's like, dude, they're going, like, crazy fast. Like, they're dying. Like they're going, like, crazy, or whatever they say. And I'm like, nah, dude, this is normal. I was like, this is normal to you? It's like, yeah.
This is what speed looks like.
I didn't say that. I just said this is what normal. This is normal to me.
It would have been appropriate for you to have said that there.
I should have. I didn't think of it. So they were just like surprised, just like, and that's like, and then they finally figured it out. Like, I think it was like January 29th or whatever. It's like they finally figured it out. It's like, no wonder why he can always do this shit so fast. It's like a breeze for him. And I just laughed once he finally fucking figured it out. And then fucking Charlie, he's like, yeah, dude, this is just normal, dude. I was like, because they could never figure out why they can't fucking pull numbers. Because fucking on swing shift, they pulled numbers like almost every fucking day. If there was a mechanical problem, that's the only reason why we couldn't pull numbers. On day shift, there's like always mechanical problems. There's always fucking slow shit going on. They run like the slowest speed ever. And I'm like, God damn it. So I had to start adjusting my speed, I guess. I was like, alright, let's start thinking sluggish. Let's just think super slow. So, fuck, I got bored. And I'm trying to convince everybody, hey, I want to go back to swings. I want to go back to swings. Swing, swing, swing. Swing me back to swings. Come on, do something. Which I'm trying. There's rumors that it might be coming back, but I don't fucking know. Anyways, I don't know. Fucking, I hate day shift. I mean, it's not terrible. It's a breeze. It feels like I'm barely working. That's a good thing, I guess. But it does get boring. The only plus side, which I told DBZ, and I think it's appropriate to say because it's not part of February yet. At the time, I heard rumors that a Pacific girl on day shift liked me. I didn't care at the time because I thought I was like, it's a rumor, whatever. So I can't say if it's true or not because it'll be in February at that time. But what's to say I went to go figure it out and it might be true, which I'm trying to figure out now. So that's all I'm going to say other than it's boring.
Get her hospital records.
I do like, while we're recording this, I do like how Herman made this list, and on the list where we talked about his day shift, he's got like a little sad face icon right next to it. Like, you know he's the one that typed it on here.
Yeah, I'm the one that typed all this shit in. Alright, let's get off from my fucking job. I mean, I know Connor still works at Popcorn and DBZ still flips patties or something, so fucking...
Hey, I get paid more than all of you, so fuck off.
Hey, but I work more and harder than you, though.
Yeah.
I still get paid more than you, even paycheck-wise, so fuck off with your Krispy Kreme bullshit.
Yeah, so I know DBZ get paid more than both of us. I don't remember how much Connor gets paid, but...
But I work more than you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get paid less, so you barely make as much
I just think
as
it's
us.
funny. I just think it's funny. They wanted to let me go because I was too slow, and yet I'm on days. I'm too fast. It's like, what the fuck? They can't make up their minds. I think they just made up the fucking excuse to get rid of me or something. I was like, we just hate Irvin or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Well, whatever. Alright, so let's go on to the next topic. Ant-Man trailer.
And finally, he gets a live-action movie.
I knew
fuck is
about
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man, but I didn't really know who or what he really does or did or anything.
He's a superhero from Marvel.
That's all I know, other than he can shrink into ant size.
To the microscopic
he's
level
just-
as well.
Why doesn't he just team up with Aquaman? They'll be the most interesting duo of all time.
Because they're from different universe.
Yeah, that's true, dude.
Team up and destroy, like, the little midget of the underworld sea, nigga.
Is that even a person? Excuse me, no, didn't you?
Yeah.
But thank God Ant-Man's finally getting a live-action
Oh,
film.
I saw the trailer for it. It's basically every iconic fucking superhero story. Hey, you have the meaning of being the chosen one for this. Okay, chosen one for what? You have the skills and potential of being Ant-Man. And like, alright, what I have to do? Let's teach you like every other superhero does in every fucking movie. You'll figure it out. You know your true meaning of being a superhero. And then there'll still be some comedy in it. That's just kind of what I got out of it. There's nothing really like...
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's kind of what I seriously got out of it. The only thing about the trailer that actually made me laugh is near the end of the trailer it said, can we change the name? Cause, yeah, that's true. It doesn't sound great. Ant-Man, come on, doesn't sound that cool. But, you know. It would make like, you know, probably cooler if it was called, like fucking, I don't know.
Adam Man.
No, like, I don't know, something else. Just something. But yeah, I get what he means. Like, it's just funny. Like I said, I don't really have any information on Ant-Man. I don't really know much of him. I don't even know his real name or anything. No idea.
Fuck Ant-Man.
It was talking about talking about superheroes, but you didn't put this in the topics, but I want to talk about it. Forgot about it until now. I think they announced it in December, but I'm going to talk about it now because it could have been announced more into it this January. Suicide Squad. I didn't even know that existed at all. Connor, what the fuck is Suicide Squad?
It sounds familiar, but I can't remember.
What I found out,
Connor.
apparently Joker, Harley Quinn, and I don't know who else is in this squad, and I don't know what they do. I don't know if they actually commit suicide, which is not true, but they do something, and then that's all I understood, and it's DC, and it's gonna be a movie. And I think they said Will Smith is gonna be in a movie, and I'm like, really?
Why not Jaden Smith? Everybody loves Jaden Smith.
I don't know. He's probably trying to beat a Karate Kid still, with his Justin Bieber-like skills.
He's up there training with Jackie Chan right now.
Karate Kid Part 2. The Return of the Black. I don't know if I can know. I can't think of anything.
Return of the Blaze, Sean.
I forgot about that. But yeah. I don't know. Suicide Squad, it's a thing. It's something else I didn't even know. Like, they're announcing all these obscure movie superhero things I don't even know about. Like, what else did it announce? Like apparently Big Six, which is from Disney or whatever, that's actually a Marvel superhero squad. It's like, I didn't fucking know.
Even
I didn't know that. And like, okay, Suicide Squad. And then later, whatever, what the fuck, Ant-Man. And then, oh, hey, Black Panther's getting a movie too. It's like, dude, fucking...
Yeah, man, they're trying to build up for the Avengers.
Yeah. So, well, okay.
Yeah.
Even though they're already done with the second one.
Yeah. Alright, so getting off from movies, go to anime for a second ago, again. So, once again, it's another thing I was fucking talking about, or it's more for me. On a side note from watching Sword Art Online 2 and Sailor Moon Crystal, before that I started watching Devil is a Part-Timer, which is one of the few shows I wanted to watch on Netflix. I kind of watched like 1 or 2 episodes the first day. The second day I marathoned it. The next day I didn't watch it because DBZ wanted to start watching Sword Art Online 2 with me. And then a week or something later, I finally watched like the last 5 episodes. And really, it's just interesting anime. It's not like the best. This is the whole thing. Okay, a devil from another world. He goes to our world, Earth or whatever. Earth or whatever. And he has to learn the customs of being a human. So he has to get a job. He has to pay bills. He has to do all this stuff like an actual human would do, you know? He works at a McDonald's, which is just basically McDonald's, and his rival fucking fast food whatever company is Smataki Fried Chicken, which is basically just Kentucky Fried Chicken, and all that. And he's the devil, and the people is actually good people, the good guys like the hero and stuff. They from his world, which is called Anastasia or some bullshit place. They come from his world trying to kill him, and then find out, oh, they got no powers there because their powers don't work in that realm. So they have to, you know, find ways to kill each other, which the devil finds out how he can gain his powers back. His powers can get gained back by fear. And that's it. And then the hero finds out by drinking energy drinks, her power comes back too. And it's more of a funny comedy than more of an action comedy kind of anime. He thinks he can rule the world by being the head honcho at a McDonald's, and that's kind of really it. And doing stuff actually good in the human world. He didn't realize how awesome humans are, or something. I don't know. Like he hasn't tried killing anybody since he's been there. He just wanted to blend in and save people and shit. And that's really it. Plus, he has a servant that's like a housewife, but it's actually his friend.
Well, that's just deep.
So
Connor.
the anime, like, it's interesting. It gets to you at some parts, but like only to understands like. So he thinks he can rule the world by working at McDonald's. And I don't know, like he's a super obsessed worker or something like that. And I don't know, just like whatever. It's interesting but funny. Like imagine if a super famous celebrity or something, he recently just lost all his money. Now he has to actually work in a real place, and he's trying to work like the hardest he can ever work, and then just so he could think he could go back to fame and popularity from working at McDonald's or something, and then he'll be back on top in no time. That's basically what this is, but there's people in the way. It's like, you're not gonna do it. You're the fucking devil, but fucking, whatever. So I thought that was funny. Maybe not the best anime, but it was a good show in general. So just not the best. I'll probably watch other good ones, but whatever. It was good for what it was. Not too long, only like 13 episodes, but it felt like it finished on a cliffhanger, not explaining if they're ever going to go back to where they came from, which I feel like there'll probably be like a second season of that at some point. So, yeah. Not really much I could say other than the first time I ever heard of Devil's a Part-Timer was on the Funimation YouTube channel, and that was it. And I was like interested in that. So.
Yeah.
It's okay, only 2 hours in, only 5 more
Wait,
topics.
what's the next topic?
We're halfway
What's the
done.
next topic? Let's see.
Our next topic
Rangers
is
Dino
Power Rangers
Charge.
Dino
Alright,
Charge.
so this was actually the very last thing I watched on January. Very last thing.
Ooh, that's crazy.
So they announced it was coming out on February 7th, which is actually today, our actual recording time right now. Which they said you can watch it a week earlier. I'm like, where? And then they fucking told you on Nick.com. You just gotta find it or something. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I finally watched it, and I think they're trying to go too modern, too hip or something, I could say, on the show. The first minute in, other than the whole prehistoric part, the first minute into the actual, part we care about. The Red Ranger, he's at it's some museum for dinosaur fossils, right? And then he sees a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and then what does he do with his cell phone? Just guess. He takes a selfie with the dinosaur. The fuck? So, and then when I saw the selfie, I was like, oh my god. I was like, they're going that modern? It's like, what the fuck? Because in Super Mega Force, yeah, they went modern with oh hey, we got phones, touch phones, and we have iPods and stuff and tablets. But now it's going to hashtag Twitter selfie and stuff. It's like, oh my god. So, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I know what they're trying to do.
Yes,
to relate to the, nowadays kind of things, whatever. And then, this series of Power Rangers has its very first ever Black-Pink Ranger ever.
Black and pink.
The very first Black-Pink Ranger. Not black, Power Ranger, that's a girl, no. We had those before, but Black-Pink Ranger. Every other black girl Ranger has been yellow, basically. So, we finally got one that's a pink. And I think her name was Shelby in the show. Which happens to be that the Red Ranger and the Pink Ranger transform into their Ranger forms for the first time together, and not the other three, which I think they weren't relevant really at the episode, but whatever. So basically, this is how it goes. 75 million years ago, whatever, when dinosaurs were still alive, this fight was happening in space. This guy was protecting these crystals, that have powers, and then this bounty hunter was trying to get the crystals. He shot down him from space. He was going down to Earth, crash landed. He gets his freaking buddy, like, hey, nigga, go find him. All right, cool, go kill him, whatever. He finds him dead. He thinks he was dead, but not really dead. So he gets the freaking crystals inside the stupid little capsule thing, which is actually not inside. It's actually really a bomb that the guy put in there when he is actually not dead, because he was just pretending he was in on the ground. He goes back into space, and then freaking he was all happy. He's like, hey, I tricked him. And then he realizes that the fucking thing exploded into space because of realizing that they're opening the stupid capsule exploded, and they got mad. And they're like, fuck you. And then fucking he tries hiding the crystals and putting it inside the dinosaurs, which this bounty hunter had an actual meteor behind his freaking spaceship thing. And basically, the spaceship just, exploded. The meteor exploded too. So basically, that meteor was basically the meteor that killed all the dinosaurs off. And that's how the fucking Power Rangers get their powers, from the dino fossils from the fucking museum cave place that they get the powers from, because that's where the fucking keeper of those crystals put them. And I don't know where the fucking keeper of the crystals put them is right now, because they don't explain it until probably the next episode.
Oh, snap.
So that was how in Power Ranger Land the dinosaurs got extinct. which so
that's how in Power Ranger Land all this started.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That's how the dinosaurs got extinct, because a guy wanted to save these powers. Fooled the guy, putting an explosion inside a capsule. When they opened it, they exploded with the freaking meteor behind the spaceship, and the meteor got hit by that explosion, and all its pieces started falling from space to the Earth, and then that's how all the freaking dinosaurs just died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's freaking really it. No idea how any of this is going to be relevant in the show, but
we'll just see.
We'll just see. That's just the first episode alone. Like, no joke. Oh, plus the Pink Ranger, she likes to work. Like, no joke. And the place she works is at a Jurassic themed restaurant place. That's with.
Oh, goody.
Which is
ironic.
I know, which is inside the museum, I think.
Oh, goody. Even more irony.
Which, this is also one thing I don't get. I think this is their third or fourth dinosaur-related Power Ranger series. The original one is Mighty Morphin. We know it's dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
The second one, I think, is Dino Thunder.
Yep.
And now this one, Dino Charge.
3 times.
Yeah, three times. It's not like fucking, like, in space and galaxy and all this stuff. It's always in space. So it's like, what the fuck? So,
fuck on.
I already know some spoilers for the fucking show. I mean, I looked up an image when I was actually trying to make the thumbnail, and I found out that there's gonna be a hell of a lot more Rangers. More than 6. I'm gonna say that, more than 6. So that's actually surprising to me, because I'm not gonna say the actual number, because that's insane. I don't think there's ever been that many Power Rangers in one season ever, other than making a collab crossover like thing.
I think we've had one series of Power Rangers before where there were 7.
Okay, whatever, 7. But there's more than that. More than 7.
Well, this will be
if you look up Power Rangers Dino Charge on Google Images, in any one of those first probably pictures, it shows you how many they are. I didn't see how many crystals there were. That's why I just said crystals. There's more than 7, I'll tell you that. I don't even know what colors they are. I just know there's like a bunch more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only thing I'm interested in. Why is there more than 7?
I don't know.
I don't know either. So that's the biggest thing I'm interested in. Not really anything else. Just, maybe it'll be a good show, but whatever. But a Power Ranger show I did watch more recently was Power Rangers RPM. So if you ever wondered, all Power Ranger fucking questions ever, like, why do they have to morph? Why do they have to say things? Why does this matter? Why can't they just go into their fucking robot and kill shit? They explain everything every Power Ranger fan ever wanted to know in RPM. Reason. because Disney had the rights to RPM, which was going to be their very last Power Rangers show ever for the rights. So they're going to go back to Saban. It's going to go back to Saban. So they wanted to explain everything just so they can have the rights to, because they still can. So the reason why they say like RPM getting gear, because apparently it's the only way they can actually activate their fucking Ranger forms. So that's why they say it's morphin time. That's why they say let's rock it. Wild Axis. Apparently all the times they say all that stuff, that's the only reason they can go into their morphin forms. Why is it spandex? Because it's nanotechnology. And you can fucking do shit with nanotechnology or whatever. It's like, okay, whatever. Why can't we just go into robot Megazord form all the time and just kill the fucking monster automatically? Because apparently we can't call on the Megazords all the time. Because first, they have to get repaired, which we get that. And we can't call all the time because, well, they need to recharge and they might explode. Even though they explode in like every fucking Power Ranger show near the end, because it's the finale of it, it doesn't matter. That's the reason why. Why does it have to be at least one girl on the team? Why can't it all just be guys?
Or all girls.
Or all girls. Because apparently there has to be one female co-partner on the Power Ranger team to make it all stable. Because let's say there's something going on with the guys that only the girls can prevent and stuff like that. It's like, okay, that's cool, we understand that, but like I don't think it was really needed to be explained, but they explained that anyways. Or why is it never all girls? Which they said because, well, they actually said it like this: girls fight a lot about this, like the dumbest things ever, like who stole my nail polish and stuff like that. And then if
it's all about the gender stability theory, where if you have all of one thing but little to none of the other, everything becomes unbalanced.
Yeah, like they literally explained like everything they could in their fucking show, even though it didn't have to be explained. I was like, oh my god, because this is like literally the last thing. And they went all out. I could tell, because fucking it was a freaking badass fucking show. Like seriously, it was pretty good. Fucking, like, I guess in the Japanese version of the show, they weren't supposed to show the Black Ranger super early on, but they did anyways. They showed him in the very first episode. In the Japanese version, they showed him like the 10th episode later. And fucking, you know, in the English one, RPM, the last Power Rangers to be shown was Gold and Silver, that's correct, but from the original like 5, it's the Green Ranger. But the Green Ranger was shown in like the 3rd or 4th episode or something from the Japanese version and stuff like that. And then like whatever. So during the show, they were also telling us like, yeah, not every Power Ranger is perfect, so like whatever. So Ziggy, hey, he's a dumbass or something, but he's funny. Again, the Black Ranger, remember his name? He's a badass, but he gets shit done. The Red Ranger, he's in command. He wants everything to be perfect, but nobody notices or something. The Blue Ranger, he just wants to save the world and be a good guy, but yet he has problems of his own, like trying to be a mechanic. And in the Yellow Ranger, she is actually super rich, but she doesn't want to be like that hopeless person and stuff, but she wants to actually get out there and do shit. And then the last Rangers of the show, which is twins, I think it's actually the very first time they had twins on the Rangers show. They're like, let's just blow everything up and not think at all. That's literally their thing. So it was kind of like different than any other fucking thing. So I mean, interesting, but yeah. And plus, the only reason I thought this was like a Power Ranger show was in the super future, because they said in like every fucking episode at the beginning of the show, it's like, hey, this is the last city on Earth that's not destroyed by robots with the Ventus virus or something. And they explain like, oh, this is not in this universe, this is in a totally different universe. So that's why it's not affected in the timeline of Power Rangers, because fucking it never fucking happened in this universe. I was like, oh, alright. And they had to explain that in Samurai. Oh yeah, plus they couldn't show the guy's face of the Red Ranger from Samurai because, you know, rights for Disney and Nickelodeon. So I gotta give it credit to RPM. It was actually pretty good for what they did, and it answered things I think I probably never really wanted to know, but now I know. So the next time they morphed and they say their thing, like, hey, go Megaforce, they just had to say it to make it work. So, fuck. But yeah, back to Power Rangers Dino Charge. Not really expecting much. Just want to know all about just all the Rangers, why there's more than 7. So, fuck. Next.
That Jungle Fury, though.
I hate Jungle Fury. I hate Jungle Fury. It does everything that Wild Force does, but worse.
Yeah, I like Wild Force better. Wild Force is probably my second favorite.
I hate the fucking theme song of Jungle Fury. It's super terrible. I thought Turbo had a worse theme song, but like no, fucking no.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the words to Jungle Fury. Like I just tried watching. I couldn't watch it. It was so like, what the fuck is this? No. And oh yeah, the Dino Charge theme song. It's basically copying Samurai and Megaforce. And Samurai, they use that, newer version of Go Power Rangers, but they say Samurai Forever, and then in Megaforce they say Megaforce all together, and then in Dino Charge it's like something totally else because I can't remember it because I only saw it like once.
That Jungle Fury though.
That's what I just said.
Just said that.
Where were you?
I probably blacked out.
And
Power Rangers, I don't know
Charge,
anything about it.
I think they said like Jurassic Life Forever or something like that. I don't remember what they fucking said. But they're using the same exact song. It's not different. Like all the original Power Rangers, Go Power Rangers, and then Zeo was totally different, and Turbo was totally different, and In Space was totally different. Everything was totally different up to Samurai.
Science rules.
That's Bill Nye, the science guy.
Yeah, but he did some shit on dinosaurs, so it's relevant.
So that, I don't know, the Dino Charge song is like basically just copies from Samurai and Megaforce. Which really quick fact, I didn't know Megaforce and Super Megaforce in Japan they're actually 2 different Power Ranger shows. But in English, over here in North America, we just combined it into one fucking show, but the same Rangers. So in Japan, their anniversary, their legendary battle with all the past Rangers, like every single one, it was way more epic, way more better than the one we got. Way more better. Way. They showed off every single Megazord ever in the same fucking, frame, battling with like this doomsday monster that's the biggest shit ever. It's basically as big all the way into outer space, and then every single Power Ranger was fighting the Armada, like the hugest battle ever. Even Power Rangers I've never even heard of, they were just there, including all the 16 Power Ranger shows before Mighty Morphin, so I didn't know any of them, and everything just went like crazy. It just went like, damn. They even got the very first Power Ranger ever on that episode, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this is way better than the last episode of Super Mega Force, because apparently the Mega Force Power Rangers and the Super Mega Force Power Rangers, not one, but they're separate Power Rangers, they're all fighting throughout these episodes, and then all the Power Rangers are trying to help them and stuff, and it's just crazy. It's way better. Way. Like, you watch it and you're like you watch the whole thing and you're like, I don't even need to see Mega Force or Super Mega Force because I already know what's happening in this big finale of an episode, which is 2 hours long, by the way. And he had to imagine cutting 2 hours worth of footage from the Japanese version just to put it into a 30-minute video or episode into the English one.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
So, later on they announced there's going to be an extended final episode of Super Mega Force, but I actually saw that. Well, it was in February, so I can't talk about it. But they show so much stuff in it that, like, yeah, I would probably expect that more, but it's still not as great as the last episode of that season in Japan. It was, like, so much better. So, fuck. It was, like, great. I was like, what the fuck? So... And I was...
So that was our discussion of Power Rangers.
Yeah, so. Alright, next topic. All right. Rare is huge year. Rare's announced.
What huge
I was
year!
about to say. Rare's announced that this year is huge for them because they don't have to connect or they don't have to use Super Connect anymore. So they've hinted that they're gonna bring back maybe one or two or three of their old franchises back. And a lot of us, of course, are wanting Banjo-Kazooie and Conquer, but we don't know what it could be. It could be Grab by the Ghoulies 2. It could be Battletoads 2. It could be whatever. They just said they're going to be bringing back something of what they have already.
Oh, that's nice.
Fuck Microsoft.
Sorry, I had to drink something there. So, I don't know what it's going to be, honestly. They said it's going to be this year. I'm hoping, or not hoping, I'm guessing they're going to be showing it off this E3. This year's E3.
Why can't Rare be back with Nintendo when the things are good instead of Microsoft turn them into shit?
It's like, yeah, I totally want to get Conquer, but I don't want to get in Project Sparks. What the fuck? So.
Fuck Project Sparks.
I know, right? Sorry. And the bathroom. But fucking, yeah, Rare's huge year is supposed to be this year. So I don't know. That's what they said.
We'll just have to see what they can offer to the table.
I'm gonna hold it up to that, just like how Ubisoft keeps hinting, hey, there's gonna be a new Beyond Good and Evil. Like 5 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Like 5 years ago, and there's still no fucking anything.
I keep laughing at cows every single E3 because he wants one so bad.
Last year they fucking hinted, like they fucking hinted on Facebook and Twitter, hey, look, we're bringing. This is going to be announced at this year's E3, and it showed literally a picture of that pig guy from Beyond Good and Evil.
Pay.
I don't know what we're saying, and you know you'll be thinking it's that, but then like nothing ever happened for it. I think the biggest thing was like just fucking Assassin's Creed. It's like what the fuck? Oh, Assassin's Creed or Watch Dogs. I mean, but whatever. So yeah, that's it. So, next topic is King Julian on Netflix. I thought.
And
goody, my favorite lemur.
Now, is that a movie or is it a show?
It's a show. I thought that was on like Nickelodeon. I thought they had the rights to that stuff.
I don't know why King Julian, the character himself, got his own show.
Well, he's funny by himself.
But if they got the penguins from Madagascar show, I guess this is possible.
I don't know why.
Zaboomafoo was a better lemur.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
No, but this is what I don't get. Penguins of Madagascar is on Nickelodeon, but King Julian's not even on Nickelodeon. It's only on Netflix. It's a Netflix original.
They bought it out.
It could be, but that's just weird. Like
it is.
Like so, Penguins of Madagascar is still continuing on Nickelodeon or something, but yeah, King Julian is on Netflix and not on Nickelodeon. So I thought that was weird. I haven't watched a single episode of it. I actually saw glimpses of it because I seen my baby niece Valerie watching it, and the only glimpses that it has the same voice actors and stuff. The animation's a little different, just a little, and I think they're still at the zoo. I think. So, I don't know. That's all I got on the topic.
I don't know much about it either.
So. Yeah, King Julian as a character, he's funny, but like I really don't know what he really does other than him being a King Julian or whatever.
I mean, heck, I guess if they got the penguins their own show, they could get King Julian.
Yeah. So fucking. Next topic. Again, it's another one of mine. I want you guys to say one your guys' too this month too, so I don't want you to say only mine. Because it'll be for this topic in the next one. Because it says your guys' name in it too. So don't even fucking say shit. So you better say something about it. So I wanted to throw this topic in because I know a lot of people's going to be saying, what have we gotten and shit for the year or for the month. And these are all the games I got in within the month of January. So in the beginning of the year, I literally got Wild Arms, Medieval, and Psychonauts on the PSN. I think I got it from Connor's PSN code what he gave me for Christmas.
You're welcome.
Which, thank you, yeah, Connor. I got Wild Arms because Gerard was playing it and he reviewed it. Medieval, I wanted to play it for my childhood purposes because I owned it as a kid and I feel stupid for getting rid of it. And Psychonauts, it was actually really cheap. I was surprised it was only $5 for a game that everyone keeps telling me it's freaking awesome. And I know, like, physically owning it's like more than 30, I think. So, yeah.
It's more than 30?
I don't know.
I keep seeing it at my used game store for like
$5. Wait. For Xbox or PS2? Oh, I get it for PS2. Because the Xbox, I'm hearing, has like glitches or shit. Well, I don't know. It used to be 30. It could be less now. I don't know. Oh, yeah. So the next stuff I got from this guy right here, DBZ. He sent me a package. We did an unboxing on Shadow Knight X, so go check that out if you need to or you want to. Also did a vlog about it as well. So
you see Ginger run off the bed, so that's very it's awesome.
So I don't remember exactly what I pulled out first, but I'm just gonna tell you exactly the way I have it on here. So I got Mario Party 3, which is a game I've been looking for like 3 years. So it's fucking super fucking excited I finally got it. Like
you can never find it. I always find it.
Like I'm not trying to find it anymore, but I like. Let's just see if I can still look for it. I still can't find it. Look, I know, man. I still can't find it. And I even showed him what the price is for eBay on my side. It's always like 60 or above. For him, it's like it's like what, 5, 10, something like that.
Not that damn cheap.
We got it kind of cheap before, so you got it way cheaper than like whatever. But yeah, like half what I find. Next one, not expecting. He told me don't buy the game at GameStop, but he could never tell me what game. So I had to always tell him during holiday season what I got, like literally what I got from GameStop. And every time I told him the games, and he says, "Good, you didn't get the game." I didn't get the game. I was like, "All right, the very last game I got in a year was something else." And I was like, "Good, you still didn't get the game." I was like, "Okay." And I told him, so it has a week left to get here, so I told him I won't buy any games until the package comes. I was like, okay. So I finally got the game. I booted it up once because I heard there was a fucking update on it. Actually, I haven't really played it as much. And I've already gotten people saying open the fucking gate.
I was just about to ask you, can you open your gates now?
Can you open your gate?
Like, through the last 2 years of that thing being out or whatever, people's been telling me, open the gate, but I have never had the game. People just kept thinking I had the game. I don't remember why people kept thinking I had the game. I just watched the fucking video. I did a Tales of Shadow Knight. People just thought I had the fucking game, and like people just like, what? It's like, no, I don't have the fucking game. And then I thought, this very last time, now I'm owning the game. I said it on Twitter, just to think that no one's ever gonna actually say to me, other than these two motherfuckers saying, "Open your gate," because they know it's a gag for me. And no, I started getting little fucking kids saying, "Hey, can you open your gate?"
Hey, mister, open your gate.
Dude, I still get that guy that still calls me Mr. Exceeding Shadow or something. Mr. Shadow? I think he actually said Mr. Shadow. He was the same guy.
Hey, Mr. Shadow, could you please open your gate?
It's like, Mr. Shadow, hey, I want to visit your town. Can you open your gate and add me on your 3DS? I'm like,
Where's Diamond Lover at?
No, it was like some other guy. I don't know. It's like New Era or something. I forget. Some bullshit name. I don't know. But like, I started getting a couple tweets about opening the gate. Not like crazy like before, but just a couple. But we're just still coming like at least twice a week, I feel. And I'm not even talking about Animal Crossing. Like fucking, I could be talking about something random, and then they're like, Animal Crossing, open your gates. Fuck. So, but yeah. And then when I actually opened the game case, there was a little message from DBZ, not knowing what it's gonna say. It's just a little folded up piece of paper, and I started to open it, and then I read it, and I fucking laughed. It's like, Can you open the gate now? Hashtag ACNL.
Open that gate, nigga.
I thought it was fucking funny. I still have that piece of paper. I told him I just keep it in there forever. So I still have it. It's still over there. Still in there. So the next one, it's a game I already own, but I don't own the Game of the Year edition. And then these two are already playing it on PS3, and they wanted me to play with them. So
French fries.
yes, French fries. So I got Borderlands 2 Game of the Year edition. So I was like fucking happy to play, but I didn't know really much of Borderlands, so they had to teach me kind of quickly while I'm playing it. I had fun, but it feels like it's a game I kind of only want to play with them. So, like, I don't know. We're not even done. How far are we even in the game?
Oh, we barely scraped the
And that felt like a whole day just playing the game. We played it like all day on like one day. I don't remember which day, it was Saturday or something like that. So yeah, so it was a pretty long game, but I guess we didn't even scrape the damn surface.
We'll get there though. We're getting there.
Who am I playing as? The Salvador guy?
Yeah, you're playing the Gunzerker.
Gunzerker. That's who I'm playing.
Gunzerker.
Okay, so and I know DBG's playing as the assassin, and then Connor's playing as
the Psycho.
The Psycho, yeah. So in case you didn't know.
I wanted to play as the Siren, but DBZ here is like, oh no, oh no, oh no, no, no. So I had to pick someone different. It was either Necromancer or Psycho, and then I saw a lot of good things about the Psycho, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'll give this guy a try.
That's odd though. So I think like a week or something later, before any major game releases, I wanted to like get as many games as possible from games I wanted to just get or something. So the next one is Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. And I know that price drop on that game is probably never going to really happen for a long time, because it's a Persona game and they never really price drop. So I apparently got the last limited edition copy in the store, which I wasn't really planning on, but I got it. And I guess the GameStop employee thought it was on hold for one of his friends, but apparently it's been on hold for like a month, and he had to sell it, so to like give it to him. So I got Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth, like limited edition or something like that. It came with like tarot cards, which it's still in its original packaging because I don't even really know what they are. So the funny thing is, I haven't even played the game yet. I haven't played it yet. I usually play it for like 30 minutes or something, but I haven't played the game yet. So the next two games I have played, because both I've had childhood memories about. So the next one is on PS1, Jersey Devil. And I don't mean like the freaking sports team for whatever team it is, like football or baseball or whatever, but Jersey Devil is a PS1 game, and the only reason I had childhood memories about it is that I have a demo for the PlayStation 1. It's like PlayStation Underground Volume 7 or something. And the demo had that in there. And I played that demo a lot, but I never really thought I knew the game until, well, recent years I learned about it again. And I'm like, oh yeah. So I finally decided to finally get it along with the next game, Digimon World 3.
Oh, 3?
World 3. Digimon World 3.
Oh, 3.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it says it's 03 though.
Because it came out late for him in Europe. Digimon World 3 is also known as Digimon World 2003 because it came out in 2003, and in the title of the game it literally says 2003. So that's why it's 03 for him. Jersey Devil, I wanted to play it. It's not that bad of a game. It's actually an okay, decent platformer kind of game, but it still has its its faults. It's it's an early PS1 game, but it's pretty okay. And for Digimon World 3, I actually own no Digimon World games on the PS1. I used to own the original, which I felt stupid for getting rid of it because I didn't really like RPG kind of games like that back in the day. So I'm trying to get it back.
That must have break Connor's heart.
Oh, you
I
guys.
only liked like Pokemon or something. That's all I really liked. Digimon World 3, it's actually kind of fun. I played it for like a good hour. I didn't get the concept at first, like what I was doing or stuff, but then it took me like a little while. It's like, okay, so how would I get my Digimon team? How would I go into this digital world and stuff like that? It was interesting, but I feel like Digimon World Dawn will probably be better, which is something I got like months ago. So Digimon World 3 is actually really good for what it is. So yeah. The next 3 games I got on the same day. I got Yakuza 4, or Yakuza 4, whichever you pronounce it, Artoliko Kyoga, and Time and Eternity, which 2 of those games are RPGs, and the first one, Yakuza 4, is actually like Grand Theft Auto, but, well, Japanese, and it's actually kind of a part of a mafia kind of thing, which is actually funner, in my opinion.
Hey, Shant.
Hey, Shans!
Thank you. Where's my Wii points?
Thank you is my Wii points. What?
What?
I don't know. Oh, age. I know
Thank
what
you.
you said now. It took me a second to think about it. But when I was playing of it, yeah, the dialogue's only in Japanese, but it's just subtitles in English, but I didn't really mind. But when I was playing of it, I was actually having a fun time with the game, and I already, like, just playing it just normally, and I didn't even realize an hour passed. I was like, damn. It's like, I should probably stop. So I haven't even tried the other 2 games yet. I was like, alright. So try the other 2 games. And Artoliko Kyoga is basically like a generic RPG, but this RPG is actually based on music, which is pretty interesting. And in the other one, it's actually super generic, but it's fun. Time and Eternity, it's just, how to keep time and fucking travel back in time and future and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, all 3 games are just pretty fun in my opinion. They're all on the PS3, by the way, as well. So if you didn't already know that.
Yeah.
The next one is Blaze Blue Continuous Shift Extend, which is a game I already own on 360, but it's not Extend. So I wanted to get the extended edition on the PS3 because I have every other Blaze Blue game on the PS3, so it would make sense if I had that also on the PS3. So I would actually sell my Blaze Blue Continuous Shift, the original, on the 360. But I don't want to give it to GameStop because they're going to give me like nothing for it. So I actually want to sell it myself for like about 10 or something. So, don't know. And the last 3 games, I went all out. I actually went to go buy a $50 Microsoft Points card because there was only 3 games left. Really 4, but there's really 3 games left on the Xbox Live Arcade I wanted to buy. And the last 3 games I got for that was exactly the price for all the amount was Daytona USA, Shank, and Death Smiles 2X. Especially Death Smiles 2X because I can only get it downloadable. Same with Shank as well, but I mean Shank was like it's always there. Daytona USA, I just don't have a Saturn, so I really wanted to get them. So I finally got them. I finally played them. I think I played Daytona USA more because this is a game I was more wanting to play at the time. And they're all fun. I mean, there's nothing really up to it. Now, that 4th game I was just talking to you about that I could have kind of bought, it kind of pissed me off because I knew it was going to get off the Xbox Live Arcade soon. The day it went off, they took off the game I wanted. Like, the same day I was about to buy it. It pissed me off so bad. I tweeted the company. I fucking messaged them on Facebook, fucking commented on their videos on YouTube, and I was pissed off. I started looking it up, and I'm like, when did this come off? And then I like on Wikipedia and Wikia and all the other freaking sites that tell me when it went off. It's like it went off on January 6, 2015, and I'm like, that's today, and I'm like, no, it can't be. Maybe it's only on Xbox that it went off. So I jumped on PS3. It's like, maybe it's still there too. And I'm like, no.
That sucks.
The game I'm talking about is Afterburner Climax, which I give an honorable mention way back when I did top 20 games of 2014. Or, 2013, sorry. And I was so pissed off. I was like, I really wanted the fucking game. I was like, fuck. So the only way I can ever experience it now is if I just re-download the fucking demo, which I demoed it. You can go check it out on my main channel, Teen Shadow. But fucking, I'm pissed off I didn't actually get the main game. I was like, fuck. So.
Well, that's a poopy.
Yeah. So, really pissed off. So what games have you guys got in January?
I only got one collection of games.
What is it?
The only collection of games that I got was Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5 Remix. I wanted to get it on Christmas, but I forgot to put it on the list.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually I got it in January.
I think I got it on launch day like December 2nd.
Yeah, I didn't get mine on launch day.
Alright, DBZ, what did you get in January?
I got a rock.
Come on, what did you get in January for game related stuff? I know you got something.
Shit. So, let me go to my backloggery actually, so I can fully list all of it.
Didn't you say
So
you
I
got
don't forget.
the Sly Cooper collection?
Yeah, I got all Sly games. Sly Thieves in Time and the Sly HD collection.
You got it in January, right? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you had got that last month.
That was the same time you're like, oh my god, they're gonna... Sons of bitches. They're gonna do this to me now? Because I know if you go to your backloggery, it keeps you like, oh, you added these games so-and-so at this time.
Yeah, I actually bought a game literally yesterday. I can't talk about it right now because it's in February. But I'll tell you guys after this podcast.
Okie dokie.
So, fucking, I haven't added it to backloggery yet, but...
Let's see. Let's go back. Okay, this fucking thing would actually want to load.
If you guys don't already know, backloggery.com is basically your entire video game collection under your fingertips, telling you what games you have beaten, completed, never played, or just left alone or something like that, or mastered. That's a thing too. So basically, your whole thing is there. You can keep track of what you have accomplished in all those games, and just keep track on when you have put them in, when you have deleted it off the list if you don't own it anymore, or when you beat it, completed, or anything else. So, plus they have millions of consoles you can put on there in case you are super picky of saying, oh, this is a Sega Genesis game but it's also on the Mega Drive, or maybe you just want to put it under Genesis or Mega Drive, whichever one. It's super picky. If you're picky, it can be picky as well, so I mean, it's whatever. It's super basic website. We all started using it last year, mostly. I think mine was about
Mine was almost 2 years ago, I think.
I don't know. Mine, yeah, maybe it was 2 years ago, I'm not sure. But I know I used it more last year, I know that. So.
I still need to finish mine.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I mean, for God's sake, I finished mine, for fuck's sake.
I know.
I'm the only one that
slow.
tries to keep mine more up to date. I think.
I do too,
I know,
that's why.
but you took forever to do it, though.
You know, I don't want to hear it, I'm busy.
But I think I have only like a couple games I haven't added on there, like the downloadable stuff from like Angels and stuff. Like, I don't think I added a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare or anything like that on there yet.
Let's see here.
So.
For the month of January, I picked up my games of NES Remix Pack for the Wii U, The Wonderful 101, Nintendo Land, and DuckTales Remastered. That's all for like hard copies of Wii U. And like you said, Sly Cooper Collection, Thieves in Time for PlayStation 3, No More Heroes, Punch Out, and Shantae's and the Pirate's Curse.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's actually all those games I already own too.
I decided to say screw it and just went to whole load and bought it.
Yeah, that's kind of the same feeling when I did with Daytona USA Shank and Just Mouse 2X. So I just said, let's just get rid of all the only games left I have on Xbox Live Arcade I want to buy, and I'm officially done until they add something on there I don't want to get really badly. So, yeah.
that's pretty much all the new games we got in January.
Trying to think if there is anything else, but I can't think of anything else I did yet.
I can't either.
So, I know this is something huge for DBZ, and I started collecting it last month. And I don't know when Connor, I don't know if he got any last month, but...
I got one.
So, we all know amiibos are trending, basically, right now.
Oh, yeah.
In the month of January, I only got one. In February, which I'll say in February's podcast, I got more. I can't say the exact number because I might get another one by that time. So, the one and only, at the time, amiibo I got was the first character I started playing in 1999 on Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 64, was my main, Pikachu. So, I really wanted to play with Pikachu, and I knew everyone was telling me it's like super hard or something to beat the amiibos when they're level 50. And it took me 2 hours to get the amiibo to level 50. I called it Sparky from the anime of freaking what's the guy's name? Richie's Pikachu called Sparky. I wanted to actually call it Pee-Pee-Chew, but I was like, no, let's just call it Sparky. And fucking, I got it to level 50. It took me a while to do it, so I wanted to play with him, you know. And then I finally wanted to just see if I could beat him. It took me, I don't know how many tries, but it took me like 2 hours to actually beat the amiibo. Now, I know DBZ was like a lot, because I know DBZ said he beat all his fucking amiibos or something except for Link, but like.
Oh, I eventually did. That motherfucker took me out.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. It's true. The amiibo is stronger, it's smarter. I'm not sure it's stronger. It's just smarter in general of how to fight than level 9 CPU players. Which I wanted to test that out. So like, I was fighting, and then 6 other level 9 players playing, including the amiibo. And I wasn't just going after the amiibo. I was just going after everybody, And then near the end, like the last 3, it was me, the amiibo, and then some random Smash character. And then the Smash character got out, and now it's just me and the amiibo. So I was like, okay, so maybe it's true, but now I want to try it out. But what happened if I made the amiibo fight everyone, all out except for myself? So I just watched. The amiibo won, and I tried it again. The amiibo won again, and it's like, fuck. So now I wanted to try it one-on-one. 5 lives, Final Destination, any level, whatever. So I finally fought it, and it was beating my ass all the time. At the beginning of every match, it was always, he killed me, I killed him, like the next life I came back or something. And then almost near the end, it would always started to change. Like, he would start knowing how I was fighting at that spot. Like, if I was blocking a lot at that specific time, knowing I have like a very high percentage rate of getting hit a lot, like with high crucial hits, he would just like grab me a lot because I was guarding a lot. Or if he knew I was going all out, he would try to be smart and dodge everything. And then when I was trying to like jump in there all the time, he would like backfire on me and just beat me up or something. And I tried thinking of like several different ways. I might just think all defensively or all offensively or something, but I was trying to think of every combination there was on like any character that randomly gave me, because I was still trying on random, because I didn't want to just pick, let's just play as friggin' Bowser Jr. or Dark Pit or Sonic or something. So I just picked random, and then eventually I beat him with Greninja, because I just started spamming the fucking Shadow Sneak thing, and then every time he would try attacking me, I did my little, counterattack thing, and then I just waterfalled him away off the screen so he doesn't, agility or quick attack back up to come back to life.
Yeah.
So, like, I know how Pikachu worked because, he's one of my mains, but it was also hard to take him out because he seriously is super smart and he knows how you fight. Even if you do one thing differently as your attack combo, he will just adjust to that extremely quick.
It learns.
It learns, so it's just hard. So, later on in the next month, February, I want to try the amiibos I have now, put them at level 50, and I want to see if that Pikachu amiibo can defeat the new amiibos while they're...
Which amiibo is stronger?
Yeah, but my theory is I want my new amiibos to fight only the Pikachu amiibo. And then when they're all level 50, will those level 50 amiibos learn how that amiibo fought? So would it be stronger than its original amiibo I had that was like impossible for me to beat? So I'm thinking that, and if it actually works, that'll be like, oh my god, now I can't even win at all. So I want to know if it will actually get smarter than an already smart amiibo. So that'll be interesting to know.
Make your Pikachu the ultimate amiibo.
Yeah, but I never know.
So, what all amiibos did you get in January, DBZ?
I'm pretty sure I didn't get any except for like Lucario because I already had pretty much all of them because there was no new wave in January.
Very true.
Because I already got all my fucking wave 2. The only one that I can probably think off the top of my head that I got was Lucario. That's about it.
But didn't you get Lucario from like Europe or something?
Yeah, I didn't realize it. I'm like, does it still work? I put it on it. It worked. I'm like, oh, I don't care.
Yeah, all the amiibos they're not region locked, so you can use them on any gamepad.
Yeah.
As for me, I only got one new amiibo, and that's a Japanese Marth.
Which is very, very... Yeah.
Fun fact, if you look on Google Images and you type in Marth amiibo, you can actually see facial differences between the American version and the Japanese version. The American version is more detailed.
Better.
Yeah.
And I finally have a Japanese product that's on gaming.
Yeah, except my Marth would kick your Marth's ass in an instant.
Oh really? My Marth's already level 50.
I have too many amiibos to train before I even reach all of them to 50.
Really feeling it.
I'm really not. Can you imagine if I decided to be like,
why don't
I'm gonna
you
stream
just
nothing
put
but
them all 8-player Smash, and then you playing along with them so they all level up?
That's what I do.
You know how fun it'd be to be like, let's just stream myself leveling up every single amiibo I have.
But what I
took a whole 50. Day. I even vlogged about that one day, just training my amiibo in this Pikachu one.
But what I like to do for my amiibos is I like to train all of them up to level 40 or 45, and then like for the last few levels, I face them myself, so that way they'll have like better knowledge at my fighting style.
I just kick all their asses all the way up to 50 and then challenge them.
Because I don't know if the experience they gain from fighting is based on player performance or from AI performance, or it could be both.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all the amiibos we got from January.
Alright, so I just thought of one more topic before we get to the last topic.
Alright, what's up?
It's uploading and recording stuff. We gotta put that stuff.
Oh,
so of course on Shadow Knight I'm still doing daily vlogs, unboxings, all that. So nothing new on that. On Exceeding Shadow, I promised I would have every single video game collection out on the end of the month, and I was right. On the second to last day of January, I pulled it off with showing off my PS4, PSN games. And I also promised saying I would start and upload one video of Pokemon Omega Ruby, which I also did on the very last month on Exceeding Shadow. So I was actually proud of doing that because I thought I was not going to make it. So they're all up. You can see all my current games. I mean, yeah, maybe they're a little bit outdated now because of maybe 5 games per console new or something now on some of them, like Wii U or 3DS or something. But they're all basically current until the 2015 video game collections start up again.
That Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door, though.
I have plans for that. Yeah,
no, you don't. You're never gonna finish it.
When I finish it, I don't know.
Please.
I do have plans for that. So yeah, I was just really proud of myself that I finally got all of them up. I was like, this most stressful thing for me to talk about. So yeah.
Yeah.
My chicken nigga.
Those French fries, though. That's what I'm gonna say to you guys from now on. Every time you mention the word chicken, though, I'm just gonna say those French fries, though.
Let's have more The Adventures of Ginger.
I like to call them the Ginger Chronicles.
More Adventure of Ginger videos. They're getting very popular.
Yeah. So our last topic started watching Sailor Moon Crystal, which I'm pretty sure Hervin has something to say for this.
I know it's the last topic. I know I'm just a little tired.
Well, we've been recording for 3 hours.
Horse.
I know we recorded longer videos, I think, but
This is actually the longest I've ever recorded.
I don't fucking know. Especially since those Fortune Street videos, that tired me out.
They were shorter though.
They're shorter, but we recorded a lot of them.
Yeah, but we spent the whole day doing nothing but Fortune Street, doing on and on and on.
Yeah, but they were all at least under 3 hours.
So,
Alright, so yeah.
The observatory though.
Sailor Moon Crystal.
Oh, Trey's daddy though.
I was excited when they announced that back in summertime of last year. But fucking, I didn't know when it was coming out. It came out I think in November. I didn't watch until January. On Hulu Plus, which me and DBs was like, hey, I have Hulu Plus again. We'll just fucking watch something on there. First we watched like Drake and Josh or something, then we just like randomly, all right, cool. We just go to Sailor Moon Crystal. I'm like, all right, let's just watch it.
That Drake and Josh.
We watched like 3 or 4 episodes, and really they kind of just like summarized some of season 1 really fast in the first 2 episodes. And I'm like, wasn't there more to these episodes than the original? Because the very first episode was literally like the third or something, maybe in the first, I don't remember, like villain he fought in the original show. And I was like, dang, we're already here. It's like, pretty sure it didn't happen that fast in the original. And like, yeah, the art style maybe it's a little different because I'm not used to seeing what was her name, Serenity, whatever her name is. I know in Crystal they're calling her Usagi. It doesn't sound like her to me. I still call her Serenity or Serena, whatever her name was. And fucking, I don't know, she just looks different to me. Like when you compare it to the 90s one, the original, to this Crystal one, and you put both of them together, they just look weird. I grew up with the original, maybe that's why. But when you look at the newer one, it just looks like she's more mature or something. I don't know how to just explain it. Like I don't know, just weird. And then, I think when we got to, what's the blue one called? Is it Mercury or?
I'm pretty sure it's Mercury.
Okay.
I would have to see a picture
the blue
of
one,
them.
the nerdy one.
Nerdy one. Yeah, I believe that is Mercury.
And then we got to her. Yeah, we already knew she was like no,
hot,
but no, like fucking shy and stuff. The original, she was barely shy. She was just super smart and stuff. But in Crystal, she's like super shy. Doesn't want to hang out with anybody. But she's like super, but she's super sensitive about her feelings and stuff. Fuck you. And then like, I don't know. I don't remember how she really meets Serenity or whatever, or Serena, I think it is. On fucking like, just the way like, hey, you can hear me talk. You are Sailor Mercury. Just scream out this power like Power Rangers, and then you become into Sailor Mercury. And like, all right, and then that happened, and then we already on to the next Sailor Scout. Like literally the next episode. I'm like, wasn't there like maybe 1 or 2 episodes with just them two alone fighting villains and stuff? And now like we're already on the next one, meeting the next one Sailor Scout, which is Mars. which is my favorite one. And like, you know, they explain it like, oh, she's that girl that lives in this temple-like place that has dead people or something. And in the original, it says it like that too, but not like it. But she lives with her grandpa. She's like freaking, like, studying the ways of karate or something, and she's like super tough and stuff. And in this new one, she's like, yeah, I hate everybody. Fucking yeah, they blame it all on me, but I still can fight and stuff. But and then the number one thing I pointed out right the moment when I saw her, freaking, I don't even think DBZ noticed this. It's like she had purple hair, and I'm like, she does not have purple hair. In the original, she had black hair, and her eye it's purple as well. It's like, what the fuck? I know she had black eyes, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I know what you were looking at. So, like, I don't know, like, I can just nitpick at some things I knew that was not in the original or something. Like, I done that on so many other shows or animes, and
I'll pick something out of that anime, alright.
And you know, it was like the exact same way. It's like, hey, Ray, talk to the fucking cat. You all right? Now scream out Sailor something power, and then you fucking turn into Sailor Scout, and then I don't remember what she did, but she like won, and then it was like the exact same way. And I'm pretty sure the next episode, which we'll watch, it'll be like Sailor Jupiter or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe. Or maybe they're actually going to like make them fight for once for not meeting a new Sailor Scout. Because I know the last one they're going to meet is Sailor Venus, which is Sailor V. Which they has to be. If not, then I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Which, the only prediction I want to know, how are they even going to like influence Sailor Pluto if it's not even a planet anymore?
Where's my Jupiter?
Because in the original, Pluto was like the very last Sailor Scout you meet in the whole entire show. Like, not like Chibi Sailor Moon or anything, but like Pluto. She was like the oldest fucking one, the most majestic one, and all, wisest, and all that. And now that she's not even like an actual planet, is she still going to be in the show at some point? Or she's like, oh yeah, now she's gone. She's like Mother Nature's. It's like, what? What is she going to be now? So
possibly,
or is she not even, gonna exist? I don't even know. That's just the question I want to know. And yeah, like the one thing I am kind of hoping is that they keep with the two Lovebirds ones. I don't remember what sailors' names they are. If they're actually be like, oh yeah, they're lesbians or something. Because I know in the English original they were like just fucking like cousins or something. I don't remember. So I don't know. I want to know if they're gonna do that like that, but I don't fucking know. So, I don't know, that's kind of really my opinion on Sailor Moon Crystal. I mean, still watching it slowly, just whenever we have a chance. So.
And I've only seen the original.
Fuck you, Connor,
I know that
you're boring. It's like Ruffles original.
They announced there's going to be a Sailor Moon Crystal video game for the Wii U, but I don't know if it's ever coming over here in North America. I know it's going to be in Japan, of course. I don't know if it is or not. I'm not Bandai Namco. They're the ones that making the game.
Well, that's just dandy.
Fuck you,
Connor. So
DBZ, you're my.
I hope you get my.
What?
DBZ's my biggest fan.
I hope you get molested by like a pack of wild dogs.
So.
Just a pack of fuzzy wieners should start molesting the shit out of you.
Alright, so is there any last things you guys can think about that's happened in January or you want to talk about? Because that was the last topic we had. that voice sounds like that's that. I don't know. That's that. That voice kind of sounds like Prickly from Lilo and Stitch. To me, I don't know why.
Max, I'm scared, Max.
Where the fuck are we recording more Xbox?
I don't know.
Future.
I guess we can talk about it for a second. So yeah, we're gonna record a lot of Xbox 360 Xbox Live games, which we still don't know what the fuck is called.
Because it's ending next year, right?
supposed to be this year, but yeah.
This year? I thought it was in 2016.
Well, yeah, but they never really specifically said when. So it could be this year, literally like the whole year of 2016. I don't know. But me and DBZ already recorded like 2 game sessions on 2 games, so fucking whatever.
Yeah.
So we won't say what they are, because, who knows when you're ever going to see it, so...
Secrets!
Wherever the fuck Connor feels like editing.
But, Che, you guys will probably see, like, the Christmas video in, like, February?
June.
Yeah, you'll see the Christmas video.
Even though
this
he
month.
promised us January. Never happened.
I promise you guys that it'd be out before winter ends, and it ends this month.
You know what? I think that Connor's just upset that we can get snow all the time, but he barely gets snow.
We actually got some snow this year, and I'm happy for that.
'Cause I'm happy.
Yeah, but unlike the past few years... Yeah, but unlike the past few years, like, oh my god, look, Connor, it's snow.
Why?
I guess the last thing we could say is that what are we expecting in next month?
A lot of stuff.
Some games, like from DBZ, Evolve. Me, Majora's Mask, Dragon Ball Z, Xenoverse, same with DBZ. Same with DBZ, maybe myself as well. Kirby's in the Rainbow Curse. Connor, I think, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I think. Maybe.
But no one Connor's gonna be like, well, I'm just gonna get like a month there, because I can't, because when
I don't think I'm gonna get it.
We'll tell you.
Fuck you,
We'll tell you more about the
shit.
amiibos, like what I got and stuff, and we'll tell you more about Sailor Moon Crystal, more about maybe more Power Rangers, more revealings, more stuff. If I actually got some shit from Club Nintendo,
Oh yes, odd though.
more WWE Hall of Fame, announcements.
News.
See if I go back to Swing Shift or not, or whatever. Whatever games is coming to the Wii U eShop or 3DS eShop, if they're really important ones or not. What games we've gotten, and I don't know what else there is to really talk about that we might discuss in next month's podcast.
So yeah.
Possibly Kill a Kill. That's one actually, possibly. So I'm not sure about that.
All right.
Other than that, I guess you can follow us on our social media sites.
Yeah,
he's gonna end the world.
I'm the mediator here. I will decide these
So-
conflicts on how they should end.
So you can follow.
And then I will go over to Connor's house and I'll beat the shit out of him and tell him I'm the real king of the world.
So you can follow me on Twitter on Exceeding Shadow, or at Shadow964X, whichever one works, or whatever. And you can follow DBZ on what was it? Assassin_Volk.
Adixine Ginger.
Sure. And then you can also add Connor on
Mr. Magna Ragnarok.
yeah, or you can also follow our collab channel,
Or
the Sovereign LPers,
or you can
not LPers. We had to get rid of that 2 little letters.
or you can like go follow like Connor's like fake account. He's like, well, this is the account I'm gonna start doing reviews with, and he has never done shit with it.
Or you could also
Hey, it was an idea, but I decided to scrap it.
yeah. Or you could follow. You could also subscribe to us on our separate YouTube channels as well.
Yeah.
So
Do I have to put all the description?
That would just be dandy.
or yeah.
Why do I have to do everything? I'm like the worker slave of this whole.
Oh,
group.
relax. I'll put it in there for you.
So
I mean, I do all the editing, I do all the cooking, I do all the cleaning.
so my YouTube channels are Exceeding Shadow and Shadow964X. Exceeding Shadow is my Let's Plays channel, and Shadow964X is my vlogging channel.
Then there's Keyblade Shadow.
Don't even say those
Shadow
ones.
64. And then there's the LPers Club. And then there's that one other channel you did with Dubs, and then you died.
Just fucking say your channel.
And then there's also Omega Ragnarok, where Connor started his first channel. They decided to say, fuck this, I want to do Let's Plays on a new channel. And then there's all these other channels, like the
I only
Player.
have 3 channels.
I only have 1. Well, technically 2 if I count the collab.
Yeah, fucking like 4.
You have like 7.
You have like 6 or 7, Herbin.
No, I said DBZ.
I don't have
Yeah,
5
you have,
YouTube
like,
accounts.
Jesse Ventura or something. You have that Dill Pickles.
I forgot about that
Dill
one.
Pickle 64 or something.
Drew Pickles, his 69 cows.
Fucking, I don't know what else.
I think it's like one around the Star Ocean.
I think you made a Cows Crazy Senior, I think.
No, that's
Cows Crazy
I did not make
Junior?
it.
No, that's Dubs.
That's
Oh,
Dubs.
that's right.
Like, you would go to, like, one of Cows Crazy Star Ocean parts. I don't know which one the fuck it was. I just commented on using that account. I don't know what he said.
So,
Yeah.
other than that, I guess that's kind of really it.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we did throughout January.
That's my chicken nigga on the side.
Those French fries, though.
This is what speed looks like.
We've been sitting in this goddamn thing annoying the people who we obviously know will not watch over 3 hours worth of us rambling.
Unless we split into parts.
We
Fuck you,
are
we're doing
not
the
like
whole,
the completely unnecessary podcast. That's too hard.
Yeah, I was gonna talk have record all this podcast and be like, oh, we're just gonna upload like a minute about this topic and then like, oh, something about this.
No, just cut it into 3 parts. 1 hour for each.
Fuck you, I'm doing it all in one. Screw you.
You could do it all.
Alright, fine by me.
I'm tired.
Or we could wait till the end of the year and upload like the whole podcast as a whole.
How about this?
DBZ, just remember, you can become a tree.
You can become a tree. How about
Horse
this,
collar.
DBZ? How about the end of the year? You grab every single podcast, you put it all in one video, and then it'll probably be like 3 days long or something, dude.
Back in.
3
I
days
don't even
worth
know.
of
It could be. I don't
podcasts.
really know. Depending
I will
if it's another
guarantee
like
that-
3 hours for the next 12 months.
Back in.
God damn it! Do you realize what would happen if I had to upload all of that?
Yeah, now you know what it feels like to be in my shoes.
You don't upload anything. When was the last time you actually did a Blue Dragon?
Good question.
Shadow of the Colossus.
Almost a year ago for Blue Dragon.
When was the last time you did a Shadow of the Colossus, actually?
That's actually a good question. I think... No. It can't be more than 9 years, I don't think.
9 years?
9 years?
Not 9 years, 9 months.
Like what? Connor, I don't,
You
I don't,
two-
I don't even
like,
think
Jesus
YouTube
Christ,
is
You,
up to
you
9
YouTube,
years.
YouTube was just barely starting out.
It's like 9 years.
Because you remember, because by then Connor would be like, what's up, world, Mr. Ray Rock here, time for another episode.
Connor, you'll be like fucking like 11 or 12 or something
I would be 12 again.
for 9 years.
Yeah,
Happy birthday.
I'm just hitting puberty now, so this is a fun time for me.
Fucking 9 years.
Oh, I hope you're happy, boys and girls. Mickey Mouse is here. Oh, we're gonna kill these big motherfuckers. Oh.
I would love to go to Connor's house and just torment him for a whole week and see how long it would take for him to
For
kick
9
me out.
years.
Oh, I'd kick you out in an instant if you tried to annoy me.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, oh no. No. You'd probably try to push me out the door and be like, oh no, you didn't. No, just walk right in, lay back down on your bed. No.
Anyways, this podcast is gone.
Yeah, I think we basically have scrambled everything we can.
Yeah.
Love you, Connor.
Hey, you're editing this. I love you more.
What? All I had to do is put in a picture, put in our audio tracks and render.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but
That's-
you
it's
gotta
not-
sync them up because you kept getting disconnected from the call twice.
Doesn't matter. Just keep them all lined up. If we were all at the same time, then screw it.
Yeah,
Alright.
but you're gonna have a rough time rendering this.
Oh yeah, plus the 2 times you or me or whoever got interrupted.
Nah, that's okay. Leave it all rough. And this is Sovereign we're talking about. This ain't no professional channel.
So we're like
100
those. Just put it all in there.
We're not at 100 subscribers
Connor,
yet, so why
make us
should
go
we
to 100
care?
subscribers.
Spooky
That's
scares
Alright, I
to
will.
skeletons and shivers down your spine. I in schools will shock your bones.
Okay,
So
so
you
we'll
think
see
the
you
next-
guys in the next podcast.
So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a below, and I'll see you guys all for the next one, which we don't know when it's gonna be. It'll be next month, yeah, realistically, but we really don't know when it's gonna be.
And those were DBZ's final words in this podcast. As DBZ was throughout the entire call, Urban realized that he forgot to let Ginger out to go poop. And then I realize I've come to the realization that I am with two very hairy dudes. It's all ogre now. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Deuces!